Now we're live.
Hey, what is up, podcast baby?
That's the first time a guest has ever just taken the reins of introducing the episode. I like it.
I am a bit of a control fucking freak, don't you think?
This is good
He's
because
older. He's allowed to do it.
No, I like it. I'm a little under the weather, so you can just take the reins and do whatever the fuck you want, JB.
Why are you under the weather there, bud?
To answer your question,
Because you're a fucking
cocksucker. Last night, I actually didn't even drink that much alcohol last night. But I didn't really eat like a solid meal before I came here, so it fucked me, and I've been feeling like shit all day. But now I'm feeling a bit better.
I forgot to grab shot glasses.
Oh, that sucks.
You can suck your own dick.
You both have to do a shot. That's how it rolls. That's how this
One shot, all right?
And I get a half shot because I'm the old man.
Yeah, I actually get a half shot too, asshole. I'll pour my own shot, actually. So there we go. You gotta be mean to him. You can't be nice to him, JB. He's not your little boy anymore.
I know. Well,
He's an evil man.
You're an evil man.
Scotty.
I didn't go to Dr. Evil School to be called sir.
Or 8 years of evil school. Or 4 years of regular school. To be called Mr. or whatever. Yeah, I'm butchering it, but you know what we mean.
Yes, people, we know what we mean. So anyway, I'm so excited to be on the podcast. And now, what do you guys call this Finn's podcast or the Double Shots for Life podcast? What do we do with this thing?
This podcast's full title is Fudge and Finn's #ShotsForLikes podcast.
Oh my God, I'm too freaking old to remember that.
We never say the whole thing. It's usually just the Shots for Likes podcast, the #ShotsForLikes. Shots for Likes is what's like the sticking term, I guess.
Shots for likes.
Yeah, bring some cards, hand them out to your lovely clientele at work that I'm sure will love it, right?
Yes, Fudge. All right, so here we are. We got Fudge and Finn. Shots for life.
He's not even clipping. This man, he knows what he's doing.
I don't think my headphones are on.
Your headphones ain't working?
Oh, wait. Maybe they are.
Wait a minute.
They were fucking with me yesterday. Somebody keep talking.
What-
sing?
What is this paraphernalia sitting on the table?
You know, doing better, worse.
Soon this will be legal.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm assuming that it's coming pretty quick.
I can't wait either.
You know what kind of sucks?
Is that working?
You're not on?
Let me see.
All right, so while these two bozos are getting their shit together, I'm going to just continue talking.
No, they're definitely on.
So, you know what kind of
just turn 'em
sucks?
up a
That
little bit.
lighting in my bathroom is not the greatest thing in the world. And being that I am old, a couple things happen. So
Lighting!
So I get into another bathroom, and I see after I shaved my head today that I've missed spots. It looks fucking ridiculous. And number two, it's very tough to notice.
Number two,
ear hair. I know you youngsters don't know what ear hair is all about.
I'm starting to fuck with nose hair, and it's not cool, man.
Yeah, it's not cool at all.
I'm not feeling it at all. What did this happen? What did my chair get? Why is it going back? Who fucked with my chair?
I don't know, bro. I don't really give a shit.
I
I got you.
Yeah, yes.
Relax.
So what happens here? So you guys do a shot?
Yeah.
Do you guys say anything?
No.
Well, I put the theme song on, which I was about to get comfortable.
Oh, is that? Like, in other words, I screwed that up because I just came in and started singing.
No,
The best part about this podcast is you're supposed to do stuff like that. Ask questions. Be like, oh, Fudge and Finn, whatever it is that you do. We're about to show you. Mic check. Fudge and Finn. Shots for likes in that ass.
Cheers.
Shots for likes. Pour my shot now, man.
Come on, bro.
Can they hear us?
Likes.
Yeah, they can hear us.
Shot for life. I always wanted to be like that. Be able to do that. Shot.
Cheers.
Cheers. Shots for life. Shot for life.
Don't worry. You're going to get to do your own song at the end, so.
I'm doing a song at the end of the day?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm doing a show.
So we do, we take the beat or from that song, and then you come in, you just say a bunch of shit, and then Fudge figures it out.
He does his magic. How long do I improvise for?
You just do like 2 or 3 takes real quick, and I do my magic, mix some stuff up, and then all of a sudden you're saying stuff you did not say. It's pretty
That's
funny.
an awesome thing. You know what's really cool about this place? First of all, it's got the American flag.
It's not done yet.
Not finished yet, but
We're getting
you can
there.
clap.
Hubba, hubba, hubba. It's great to be an American. Donald Trump rules, just so you know. Yeah.
Oh, great. Now
Fuck
we're
those
getting
libs.
political. No, fuck liberals. I'm not saying not fuck liberals. They're ridiculous.
Yeah, they are awful. Did you notice the other color theme in here?
That would be Jets, Jets.
Kind
Jets.
of.
Well, I am correct.
It's Jets green.
It is Jets
He
green.
ain't wrong.
But it's Irish green. I am colorblind.
Oh, that's right. I forget you're fucking
I don't
colorblind.
see color.
Good job,
yeah, it's-
asshole. Make your father feel like a dick.
Yeah, I always forget about that shit. It's Jets green, Mets orange, and the ceiling's white, so it's an Irish flag themed room.
By accident.
Oh, that's very good, my
Because he
son.
wanted green for Jets, which obviously we knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Then he just decided orange because he's like, Mets? And then all of a sudden we're like, dude, Irish fucking flag, bruh.
Ah.
It's a we want it is laddie.
Oh, tis laddie.
Remember when we used to do that every episode? It feels like so long ago, huh?
Yeah, I think I made like 16 episodes.
What, since we did Irish stuff?
Well, no, see, he would say, so we wanted this laddie anytime we talked about penises at all. Talking about Irish penises being small. And it would just always fit in somehow because I guess we talk about cock a lot. I don't know what you want from me.
Well, it's kind of
And-
funny. We're all Irishmen right here. And
Yeah.
we are all...
Together we make like a third of one black penis.
Speaking of black penis,
Yeah, Mo Bigsley.
do you guys name... What's the name of that thing?
Mo Bigsley.
It was gifted to us from Daddy Diddles, and he, in fact, named it Mo Bigsley.
Mo Bigsley. I'm surprised you don't have girls knocking on the door to try and come in on the podcast.
The general over here.
Yeah, and the smaller dong, obviously.
American flag dildo.
We ordered that on the podcast, actually. We were doing one of our morning after pills, which is one we do a couple days from now. It's going to be tomorrow, this week, but it explains and talks about the episodes that we've done, and then it's just me and him, and we don't bullshit about like sports or whatever.
Yeah,
we
sometimes
feel
the guests will pop in if they're here, but
Yeah. And yeah, we were like, dude, we need another dildo. One. Two, we need one representing our fucking beautiful country.
Hubba hubba.
The General before you. $22 on Amazon. On Kristen's
pretty
credit
sure
card.
it's
Remember that? Yeah. Kristen, we're going on your credit card.
I'm pretty sure it's like super disrespectful too to put an American flag on a cock. But fuck it.
But you're on the
America.
hashtag Shots for Likes podcast, so that's
Well,
what that is right there.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing.
Hit us.
You know, they name torpedoes certain things. They come up with badass names for like torpedoes and stuff. Like we're gonna fuck you up. So basically, Donald Trump is taking his version of his dildo, putting the American flag on it, and telling Kim Jong Un, "I'm gonna fuck you in the ass unless you straighten out."
Dude, that
That's
Asian's
gonna be
going to
it.
fuck us up if he feels like hitting a button, dude.
Nah,
You don't think so?
Come on, bro.
Oh, Kim Jong Un,
He's a puss.
Do you really? I mean,
Rocket? You mean Rocket Man?
Rocket Man!
I prefer the other version of that song. Who did it?
Elton
Captain
John?
Kirk.
Oh, Captain. Yeah.
I'm a rocket man. Flying through the space. Further than anyone's ever gone. Remember that shit, dude? Did he have like a whole album?
Yeah, he's on. And actually, there's a video for it. If you download it, there's a video, and he's on a stage smoking a cigarette while he's doing all
With
of
like a
these songs.
cocktail or something?
Yeah. And
What? Would he do a bunch of drugs after he stopped doing Star Trek and just fucking lost his shit?
I guess he did. And actually, he was a pretty prominent actor prior to Star Trek.
He thought that was serious what he was doing with that
Oh,
album?
he thought it was art. It's just like Yoko Ono thought her thing doing art. Did you ever hear? I forget what album it is that.
No.
she's.
I can already tell you no, I have not.
It's the side. John Lennon
Bitch broke up the Beatles, man.
She did break up the Beatles.
She did.
Yeah,
She also got John Lennon killed.
she
Are
totally.
you
did.
comfortable around the C word?
As long as I'm not saying it.
So you
a
can't
cunt.
say cunt?
Nah, it all depends on who I'm calling that.
Well, I just want to be sure because I respect my elders. You're my one of my second fathers.
Why you gotta call him old, man?
I thought elders like.
Here's
a
my
respectful
thing. I
way to-
use cunt in the, it's almost like our catchphrase on this show. Because it's not like, I'm calling all women cunts. I'm calling Dan's pretty much a cunt right now because he's not drinking. You're a cunt because you're not fucking drinking.
That's true. I'm drinking
you know?
seltzer
So I
water.
use as word like it's not against women.
Women?
It's the way, Australia.
But it's like real nice
know?
when you get to nail a big old C bomb on a broad. Like if she's just some
Kristen
dumb
loves it.
Bitch.
She really should say word.
well, wait a minute.
Now she popped on and said cunt the other day. It was fucking
yeah,
weird. We all freaked
she
out.
was. What it was on Facebook? She put that C word on there.
Oh, she says cunt all the time. She's like, it's such a good word. I'm like, I told you.
It feels good.
It does.
Yeah,
It feels good down the plum.
it does, and it's just like the F-bomb, you know.
Yeah.
Fuck. Kind of feels good.
My dick got hard when I did. Fuck.
I wish we could have Captain Kirk singing Rocket Man with cunt involved.
Up in space.
I'm a cunt man flying through the space. Cunts.
Let the S drag out.
If you don't like this song, you're a bunch of cunts.
So he thought that was legitimate.
He had a whole album, dude.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I remember seeing some of it on the internet, but I just don't remember thinking like, oh man, old Captain Kirk over there, not realizing what he's doing. Like I didn't think he was like dead serious.
No, he took that very, very serious. In fact, he did some
What an asshole.
Beatles. He did some Beatles songs on there too.
Did he?
Something in the way you move
Something.
seems to be like no other. Scotty, beam me down. Snotty, beam me up.
Naughty.
What was it? Spaceballs?
Oh, what was in Spaceballs?
Snotty?
Was it Snotty,
Yeah, it was Snotty.
What a great movie.
Spaceballs was freaking awesome.
What's the best part of that movie? There's so many good ones.
Now's now.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like fucking when they're all assholes. He's like, who? They're shooting like assholes. Yes, sir. First, Sergeant Asshole. Is there anyone on this place who isn't an asshole? No, sir. I just butchered that because I haven't seen a movie in forever. All right, keep firing, assholes.
Or when they're combing the beach. I haven't seen shit.
Yeah. you see anything? I ain't seen shit. He's just got that big ass afro pick comb. It's so blatantly fucking racist.
Yogurt.
What's a morph? I'm half dog, half man. I'm my own best friend.
He's dead, right?
Oh yeah, he's big time.
John
What
Candy,
is he
yeah.
doing? Coke? He died from coke.
Yeah, coke and eating.
Can't do
Same
coke.
with Chris Farley plus a hooker.
What was that other big fat guy that I think has died? He's the one who did that Chinese thing. You go now. Big heavy set guy. I saw him do a whole Italian thing.
Italian or Chinese?
Well, no, he did a Chinese buffet. He's all he talked about eating because he was a big fat slob.
Was he a comedian or?
Yeah,
a
yeah,
movie?
comedian. No, comedian.
Oh, didn't he?
He had like a baby
did
face.
Fluffy die? Is it Fluffy? Or no, he came back. Is it Ingleses or whatever? Because he's back. He had an alcohol
The black
problem.
guy?
No, he's white.
Oh, because Patrice O'Neal's fucking fat. And he was fucking hysterical.
Oh, he's
dead
dead.
as fuck. All right, so fat
Well,
white comedian.
Can I go Google it? You
Google
go
it.
now.
If we had our fucking bartender here,
Yeah, call
Eric's
Eric.
gonna. No, he's working.
Call Eric. Be like, hey man, can you Google this for us?
That would be funny.
So
Next time I'll just do it though, because it won't be funny if you tell me to do it. You know, so I'll just have to call him.
Gotcha.
You go now. Let's see if it's here.
Stupid round eye. We tell you 15 minutes. You know when you mean 8.
John Panette.
No idea.
Oh yeah, I don't even know the fuck that is.
Let's see if I can get a picture of him.
So was it? He's old. Older.
At this point, he would have been.
Look
yeah.
at him. He's old. What is it? Don't die.
Hold on a second. I pulled up John Panette and you hit images, and I got Dr. Martin Luther King. I don't know how that's possible. I'm a big. What's that?
Nothing. Keep going.
Yeah. You know what else pisses me off? I'm gonna tell you what pisses me off. I got some pet peeves. Here we go.
Dan
do it.
having a baby.
Dan having a baby is a problem because something tells me that this whole thing is gonna crash and burn.
First thing I told him when I told him we were having a baby that the podcast isn't going anywhere.
Oh, okay, so here's the thing. I think, and I'll get back to my pet peeves in a second. Here's a brilliant idea.
Okay.
Okay. Even
All right.
even though I'm starting to get a little senile and old, I think you guys should do a podcast in the delivery room. Yeah. What do you think?
Oh, no, I'd rather kill myself.
And just
I think I'm the only one who thinks it's hilarious because Keith hates babies, and my
Fucking hate
girlfriend would
babies.
be like, "I'm gonna kill every single one of you if you don't leave here right now."
You know, I'm also pissed.
Minus this asshole who impregnated me without a camera, and you fucking assholes. Get the fuck out of here.
Jack stole my fucking joke I was gonna make.
What joke? Oh, the morning after pill episode.
Yeah, I was saving that for this fucking morning after pill. Basically, if he took a morning after pill, he wouldn't have a kid.
right.
And that's what our podcast name is during the day. So I was gonna make a joke about it, and Jack already did on fucking Facebook like a cunt.
Oh my god. No.
Well, basically, he thought of a funny joke that you already thought of. Neither of you had either idea, and he just got a chance to say it first, and it pisses you off. So, in all reality, he really isn't a cunt.
No,
he just was funnier before you.
Nah, I would.
Or funny before you.
Funnier.
Funny before you is what I meant. I didn't mean unnier. You know what I mean?
Yeah, whatever.
The ear.
So what are you pissed about? What bothers you?
Hey, what's up with the peas?
I cannot stand. First of all, I can't stand when I see a
Cunts,
hot
they're the worst.
broad smoking the cigarettes. It's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Does you not feeling it?
Yeah, because first of all, Howard Stern would talk about. He goes, if a girl smokes a cigarette, their vagina smells different.
Oh, I'm sure.
Really?
Yeah, and he had 10 girls lined up, not knowing.
Howard Stern was the man.
Yeah, not knowing which one's smoking. He went around and he's smelt each girl, hot girls, by the
really-
way, vagina. Yeah, and he got all of them correct.
His big old Jew nose probably got right up in those things. Probably actually came out the anal cavity.
He's half Jewish.
Is he?
Yeah.
his nose is full
Yeah,
Jewish.
his father was Jewish and his mother was not. Yeah. But here's the other pet peeve. When somebody's driving and they flick the freaking cigarette out and it hits my windshield,
Yeah, well, that's just disrespectful. It's bullshit.
it just pisses
It's
me off.
never happened.
You put a cigarette out the window. When I smoked, I always put it down so it would the wind would blow it down instantly.
Yeah.
I would never just be like fit like a fucking asshole and then hit the person behind me. That's a cocksucker
this
move.
broad flipped the thing, and
so
it went
it's a double
flying.
Fucking
whammy.
broads.
That
Yeah.
broad really sucked.
And I really wasn't even tailgating her.
Yeah.
I mean, I was sticking to one car length behind. Yeah, she threw that thing.
Dude, I remember we fucking went to that football game and it snowed.
Oh, you mean up at West Point?
Yeah.
Oh, with Pat Den.
Yeah, you were tailgating in a snowstorm.
That's what I did.
I'm pretty sure you're the reason I have anxiety at driving this day. Sitting there like, slow the fuck down there, Dad. You're driving a car there, Dad.
Wait a minute. Was that before the going to the game, or was it in the snowstorm coming back?
Snowstorm back.
Remember, it took us 4 hours.
Yeah, it was fucked.
Yeah, it took us 4 hours. We went in there. It was probably maybe 60. It was October. It was like 50 degrees.
Yeah, it was before Halloween.
Yeah, it was before Halloween, and then all of a sudden, by halftime, the whole stadium of West Point was just filled with snow.
Well, yeah, because they're like, oh, breaking news, it's gonna snow before Halloween. We're getting a foot of snow. And we're like,
Yeah, right.
we ain't getting a foot of snow.
What were you guys in
dumb
shorts
fucks.
and shit?
No, I
No.
think we dressed for it because when we left, it started to flurry. We're like, oh shit, it's really snowing. We're not getting a foot though. Dude, we were tailgating. We had one of those fucking tents. We were tailgating for like 2 hours or
It must
so.
have been so sick.
Dude, there was
Tailgating in the snow at a football game.
No,
dude?
it wasn't snowing then.
No, it definitely was during the tailgate.
During the tailgate, it started snowing. That's right. It's when we set camp.
It started snowing
Yeah.
when we left Ed's,
That's true too.
and then when it was flurrying.
That's true. And it was didn't Ed say, "What are you boys doing? You shouldn't go."
You shouldn't go in the snow. We're like, it's kind of snowy. Go back inside. And it's fucking
back inside.
we were literally tailgating, and there was 6 inches of snow on the ground. We're like, oh, this is gonna suck.
Yeah. And it was a great game. They beat Fordham University. Was it Fordham? Which is somebody they never play.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It was either Fordham or Rutgers. One of the somebody they don't even play. But you're in West Point. You're in sacred ground. I mean, Ulysses S. Grant came from West Point. Robert E. Lee came from West Point. They fought each other in the battle, but they worked together in the Mexican War. Just saying.
All right.
Okay. Anyway, so yes, I was tailgating, but I was getting fucking pissed because you guys were drinking the whole time and I couldn't drink.
Yeah.
and so what would
Did you think they weren't going to drink?
Well, I knew they were going to drink.
Okay.
But I was designated driver. So normally
I've done that for you guys. Remember that Giants game that we went to?
Yeah, we gave
Fucking
made
easy.
fun of you because you got a ticket.
Yeah, I got a ticket.
You were dating
on the
that
cell
broad
phone,
that
I'm
never let you
driving.
do anything, and she finally you got in trouble for
He's
going to the
laughing at
game
me.
with us, and you were just texting her the whole time while you're driving, and you got a ticket for it. And we're like,
Yeah.
aha.
And then Easy, rest his soul, fucking
rest his
tried to
soul.
fight that dude. in
Yeah,
Taco
remember
Bell.
that? Yeah, he's like, "What did you say?"
Way out of bounds. He would always do that shit. I'd be like, "Oh, Eddie, stop, man! No one's gonna fight you. You're huge. I want to go home, dude." Like,
You also told that broad, you were like, what are you on the rag?
Which was
oh
that?
yeah, because she gave you Giants shit, like the Giants planner parking thing. For the
Oh,
day.
yeah, that's right.
You're like, I don't want this cunt, or you're like, I don't want this, you bitch.
You're like, I don't want this. She like gave you attitude, but you were kind of being a dick. You're like, what are you on the rag? I was like, oh no.
It's funny. It's like, I guess how far did the apple really fall from the tree? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, we'll
I
be
got
getting
hair.
Well, we'll be getting into that. That's right. I have no hair.
It's such a,
Well, he's because it skips generations. right? So
I'm balding, man. I'm fucking. You could see. I shave it with like a buzz it with a zero, but eventually I'm sure it's gonna recede enough.
Is your dad bald? I don't.
Yeah, my brother was bald already by my age, like straight fucking bald, like
Well,
Daddy
there's probably a
Diddle's
reason
bald.
he was bald.
Why? Because he's married to that broad.
We'll probably leave it at that, but I don't think we should.
Doesn't she? I remember. I remember. We were hanging out doing something. I can't remember. He's like, "Yeah, I tell my wife what to do. If I want,
Oh yeah,
I wanna,
she popped into the.
I want to fucking do something. I do it. You know, listen. I do man stuff, man. I want to hang out in the back. Shit, I do whatever the fuck I want. All of a sudden, what's your brother's name? Steve, right?
Yeah, Steve.
Steve, get in this house right now. It's dinner. Okay, dear.
I definitely remember that. Where the fuck were we?
That was at that was Kill's Wake.
Yeah, it was Kill's Wake.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
God rest his soul, man.
Yeah. Steve,
He was
get in here, you stupid asshole. Okay, honey. That was man, classic.
Speaking of Pat Den, because we went with Pat Den and his
Oh,
father.
hurrah.
We went to.
Did you? Well, you probably never listened to any of these, but you should listen to Pat's episode.
You know what? I have listened to some of them. I can't go all 4 hours, man.
It's three,
yeah,
but
three-
it's tough. I get it.
We figured that we'd rather have more than less. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
If you don't
at
finish it,
3
you don't
hours,
finish it.
at 3 hours is when we're like, all right, dude, like we have to stop. Like we try to stop at 3 hours. Curry's went to like 3:15, 3:20.
So what do
I
you?
think.
So what do you edit it? Like edit it down?
I used to. I don't do that shit anymore at all. We've gotten to the point where we have good enough equipment now, and like the way everything's rolling, and we're good enough now that we're not like stupid. Like, what should we talk about? And like I have to like cut that out. Like we blow through them all now.
Yeah, plus
I put the song at the end, and I just I
Yeah,
do
if you
compression.
say something
throw it
that
up.
you don't want on, you gotta tell.
Oh
us
yeah,
right
just
away.
tell us, and I take it away now.
Yeah, 'cause
Oh,
we
okay.
don't
Like
have-
you'd be like, oh, you know what? Shit, I didn't want to say that. I could just fucking back it out, pop right back in, and we're golden. It's fine.
So let me ask you this question: more is better. So we can relate to more is better in the sense of drinking. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't agree with you about 2 hours ago when I was in a church in a cold pavilion fucking wanting to
pussy
kill
about
myself.
it.
Okay, well, here's another thing. Church is a very good, more than better. I try to go to church every day if I can. It's most times I can. But more is better could also be related to somebody who's going to be a father soon. So that means
no,
he's-
you shut the fuck
More
up.
condoms? Because that's too late.
no, I
Where's
was saying you're going to
condoms?
probably have 15 kids, Dan.
No, shut the fuck up.
15
Both of you.
is, I want to say about 11 too many.
Well, you could put them work them on the farm so you don't have to work.
4 would be my max.
I'm not good at math, but that's a lot of awfulness.
4 kids is the max, but I don't even know if I want 4 kids.
Yeah, but
It's a
Dan,
lot.
listen to the theory
I
behind
want to
this.
adopt now, though, because it's like there's so many
Why do
kids
you want
out
to
here.
adopt?
Because just get one of those fuckers at 10 or something, you know? Like, everything's already done. They just
Yeah,
pop
I know,
in and
but-
eat
yeah,
chicken
but-
nuggets and mac and cheese for 8 years, and they get the fuck out of here, you know what I mean? That's it. That's a wrap, dog. No more titty milk. No more crying. No more no sleep. Go to sleep, asshole. I know you understand what I'm saying. You got school, you little piece of shit. And that's a wrap. Dad goes in his room and drinks.
If you adopt a kid, I'll probably never talk to you again.
What? Why, you fucking loser?
I hate kids.
Keith,
to
can I
begin
have
with.
one of these so I can
Yeah,
get
that's
going?
why I brought extra.
Do you realize where you came from? You were a fetus at one point. You came out and you probably sucked as a little kid.
Yeah, my dad was adopted. It all sucks.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
well,
why wouldn't I adopt somebody?
We'll get to that.
I'm just saying I hate kids to begin with. So if you're gonna just pick one out of the market, that's even worse. At least if you're having one, it's like, well, I guess it's kind of like
Oops.
Dan or whatever. So like I hate
Definitely
it, but
oops.
like whatever.
So what do you, if it comes out as a guy, what are you going to call him, Keith?
William.
William. Why William? William
Dead-
after William Shatner?
My dead brother, you dopes.
Oh, I just
you guys are just like, Will, God rest his soul. I'm like, oh, nigga, name it
His
William.
name was
Who
Kill.
the fuck names that fucking baby William, you
his name was
jerk
Kill.
off?
His name was Kill. I knew him as Kill.
I can't call the
Name
baby
your kid
Kill.
Killiam.
I remember. Yeah, Killiam would
I'll
be
call
great.
him William Killiam Haggerty.
William Killiam. That's a great idea. William Killiam.
Julia
Haggerty.
Gulia.
Oh, if you're hot, let me know. I'll turn the fan on. The air conditioning does not work very well in this room.
Oh, that's cool. They'll take this off in a minute. It's
Kind of
only
a
chilly
sucks
and nipply
dick.
outside. Anyway, I remember being at the in Vernon. We were doing another football party, and Kill was at that party, and he was underage at that point. And I had to get you hammered to finally get you to agree to allow him to start drinking.
Really?
Yeah, you were like, no. He can't drink. He can't drink. I'm like, God.
Didn't you call?
Yeah,
Dan's mom?
I called Dan's mom
Really?
to get permission afterwards. Yeah, I said, what if I call your mom?
Afterwards?
No, right before I think.
After Kill had 6 shots, we called Dan's mom for permission, right?
I'm pretty sure. Like I don't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure you called his mom.
I did call Mrs. Haggerty.
Oh my God, what the hell
Out of
happened?
respect, I called her up and said, "Listen, Mrs. Haggerty, Dan is being such a good boy. He's not allowing Kill to have anything to drink, but he's supervising. They're going to sleep here tonight. Would you mind if Kill had a couple beers? I'll make sure. I'm pretty sober." I was lying. Anyhow,
My dad might tell her, you better watch out. She flies back in September. Everybody run for the hills.
yeah, I'm scared of your mom.
That broad tuna.
She gonna whoop my
What do you think
ass.
we ate?
When's the last
She's
time you
mad
see
at me.
Why
Well,
she-
I don't know if your dad told her about the whole situation.
Oh, you call her big guy?
So
What'd you do?
I made a joke. I was trying to come up with a nickname for Dan's mom. 'Cause I
No,
didn't
Dan's
want to call her
dad.
Dan.
We've been trying to name
Or your
my
dad, yeah. And then I was like, it's not like easy, like Dan's mom. I could just like call her like the big guy, because she's like not like she's like she's just a bigger lady, you know.
You're gonna get your.
I'm not saying
You're a
just-
fucking idiot, man. And I'm not getting anywhere near this conversation every single time you start it. I never let you finish it. I don't even know why you keep talking about it.
Why won't this wig come off?
Why won't you die?
That's a man, baby.
It's not like she's big, like she's fat. She's just
Big.
like she'd finna to fuck someone up.
So you think if we put you in the octagon,
I know. Ooh.
what would happen?
She beat the shit out of him.
I could probably-
That's what would happen.
I think I could outrun her. No, she's got those long legs, man.
She did, yeah.
Outstride me, dude.
Yeah.
She's what, like 9 feet tall?
She's 10 feet tall.
She's a tall lady.
She might be like an inch taller than me, I think. She's
So
like
wait a minute.
6
So you
foot,
get
I
into
think.
it'd be like Andre the Giant. No, but you guys, you never watched the Rocky movie. I can't believe this.
Yeah.
How did you come out of my loins? No, it was like Thunder Lips. Do you remember Thunder Lips? It was Hulk Hogan played Thunder Lips in the Rocky movie.
Is that what they called him?
Thunder Lips, yeah. Thunder Lips, and then there's Thunder Lips, who's like 7'5", and then Rocky.
I don't know, Adrian. Sometimes I think Buckus ain't no ordinary canine.
I'm going to Philadelphia in August.
That sucks.
Yeah. I was born in Philadelphia. I'm a history buff, so I'm going to Philadelphia to eat
Born
some
and raised.
cheesesteaks.
And then beat down the
Well,
man
where'd you guys
Jake
say? You
from
guys
my
were
day.
partying there in Philadelphia.
Yeah, it was fucking
It
ridiculous.
was all we
Dan,
ate
were
was
you-
fucking cheese.
Where were you going to Pat Steaks or Geno's? Which
We went to
one?
all. We went to like 4 or 5 different places.
If you go on
easily.
Pat's Geno's, the one that's less flashy is better. But my favorite cheesesteak was the first one we went to that Greg took us to.
Where was
I
that?
forget the name of it.
That place we went back a couple times. That it was like down the alley from our hotel.
oh, that
room.
was good too.
I'll see. Oh no, when you went by yourself with Greg,
Was that? No. This
it was that night you guys were walking around. And you kept knocking on the door asking for a drink at like 5 a.m.
Yeah, me and Greg got reckless.
That restaurant that was like down a block from our. I liked their cheesesteaks a lot.
I'll text Greg right now. There's a restaurant when we first got to Philly, he's like, "Oh, let's go get a cheesesteak," and we're like, "Oh, where we go?" He's like, "No, we go here." Oh, it was so good.
Okay, so you guys went to go see a concert? Like I'm going to see down to the Constitutional walk, to where it brings you throughout all of the history that goes on in Philadelphia. You walk and it takes an hour and a half. But anyway,
right.
Pat Steaks and Gino Steaks are about a half an hour from my hotel.
You just
But-
Uber. Download
Yeah.
the Uber app.
There's so many
Yeah,
Ubers.
right,
So
right.
many
But
Ubers.
the thing is, where were you guys staying in Philly? Do you know where you were?
We
We
don't
were
remember.
Central Philly.
So you're in Central Philly.
I
Which
guess
is,
he remembers.
wait a minute. You didn't go? Did you go see the Rocky statue?
We got fucking.
All we did was eat cheesesteaks and get drunk, dude. That's all we fucking. It's all good music.
We never we barely left the hotel. We just got hammered in the hotel room.
What did you got? Where'd you go there for?
less than
We went
Jake.
for a concert.
Less than Jake
Less
and
than
Bigwig.
Jake. Why do I know Less Than Jake?
Because they were a pretty popular ska band that actually was on MTV back in the day, back in when we were in high school.
Oh, okay.
I liked them since I was like in Vernon, like when I was like fucking single digits. I liked them. They're an older band because my brother showed me them. So by the time like we were in high school, they were finally starting to get recognition on MTV and were able to like sell out a little bit. But they did like our 2 favorite albums by them, one on Friday, one on Saturday.
Oh.
And they did like a huge set afterwards with a bunch of other songs from other albums. And another one of my favorite bands, Bigwig, played Friday. It was like, dude, we have to go to this. This is like a can't miss type thing that's probably never gonna happen again. So Philly was like, I think because Philly was on the weekend, that's what made us be able to do it or whatever.
It was a good time.
Well, I mean, the historical part of Philly is the great part about it. But anyway, the cheesesteaks, just in and out of itself.
All right, now let me help you out of this jam.
And
Yeah.
back in and out again, if you know what I mean.
How do you order your cheesesteak? Would you go?
When you go into Geno's, you're supposed to say with cheese.
with cheese.
Wit.
So that's just the cheese whiz.
What happens? They throw like a fucking eagle.
What you supposed to say?
Statue
You
or
say
something.
onions, wit, cheese, wit,
And they give you cheese whiz there?
cheese whiz. But if you want a different cheese, you don't want the cheese whiz.
No, here's where you're wrong.
What's that?
Your options are whiz, provolone, or American.
Okay,
You go all three.
all three of them.
All three.
Fucking all three.
You go all three, baby.
Okay, so I'm gonna fuck with them. I'm gonna say wit. Jersey boy want wit, cheese whiz, provolone, American,
Japunkers!
Gouda, anything else you can put on there, douche.
Well, they
Gouda?
literally just have the three cheeses. It's like American whiz and
do
fucking
they get
provolone.
pissed that you like the soup Nazi? Like if you don't do it right?
Well, it's funny because like I walk up with my fat ass, my titties hanging out. And I'm like, yeah, I'll take a cheesesteak, all cheese, and he's like, what?
What cheese?
I'm like, yeah, all of them. And they always people always, this is what I hate about customer service, like like the lower end customer service, like McDonald's or any fast food cheesesteaks. Like they get mad at you because they have to charge you more. And they have to tell you that, like, well, I'm gonna have to fucking charge you more.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit. Give me what the fuck I want. That's why I won't go to McDonald's.
Oh, wait a minute.
Awful.
Remember that time you went to a McDonald's or something? You wanted to get like a couple extra barbecue sauce.
Oh, I made that bitch fucking do math, man. She was pissed. 'Cause
Right,
she
It was
fuck-
Burger King, I think.
Was
Burger
Burger
King's the
King?
one I think that charges.
Well, I don't remember which one it was. All I remember was going, hey, lady, I want some extra sauces, so give me a shitload of sauce.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, I have to charge you for sauces. Like, all cunty like.
Yeah, they get pissed
I was like,
for that.
okay. I want $20 worth of sauces.
Really?
Yeah.
She really gave you $20?
Gave me $20, and she's like, what kind? I'm like, all of them. Mix them all up. $20 worth. And she was such a bitch about it.
That's like,
It was
that's
so-
like
it was like-
80 sauces.
it was so many
What'd
sauces.
you do with all the sauce?
Well, she called her man. She's like, I got to get my manager. And the manager's like, he's like, you understand, like, we charge, that's a lot of sauces. I was like, yeah. How many sauces is that? He didn't even know because he didn't. That's a lot of math.
It's a
dude.
quarter of sauce.
He's
I
like,
think it's 80 sauces.
I'm like, yeah, well, I want $20 worth of mixed sauce, please. He's like, do you need that much? I'm like, yeah. You tell your employees to stop being cunts and just give me the fucking sauce. You 20-piece nugget, they give you 2 fucking sauces. Get the fuck out of here.
That
Pisses me off,
That,
dude.
JB, is a cunt. That is the exact definition in Webster's dictionary when you pop it open and land right on C, U, N, and guess what's next? T.
So
For
stupid.
cunt.
And like I said, I don't do fast food much anyway because I'm fat and I drink a lot as it is. But like,
I just had a shake on the way here. Hangover cure.
well, shakes are all different. It's all good. But yeah, like, dude, don't get mad at me because I want extra sauce for a 20-piece. Just, I'll give you money. Yeah, that bitch gave me like 90 sauce, dude. It was like a whole separate bag of sauce.
We have to make fun of my pregnant girlfriend really quick.
Okay, cool.
She picks chocolate milk over chocolate shake.
Oh.
So I'm sitting there. So we just grabbed McDonald's because none of the food was out by the time we had to leave. Daddy did
You're
his
having
thing.
a kid with her.
So she's been on the
what's going on
chocolate
with
milk
that.
binge since she's been pregnant. She's like, oh, she's going through gallons of milk. It's fucking lunatic. So we get McDonald's and I get a chocolate shake because I love chocolate shake when I'm hungover. And I'm like trying to give her a sip. She's like, I want one. I'm like putting it in her face like, bitch, you're pregnant. Drink the chocolate shake. It's a fucking chocolate shake. You're pregnant. She's like, I know. I really don't want any. I'm like, you go through like a gallon of milk a day, making me stop at 7-Eleven every night, getting milk and chocolate syrup and shivered chocolate milk. This is the better chocolate milk. This is chocolate milk
with ice cream.
squared. It's fucking better chocolate. It's the ultimate chocolate milk. And when I was screaming at her, she grabbed the thing and put it to her mouth and took a sip so I'd shut the fuck up. But I was like, babe, I'm going to have to tell JB and Keith about this, and they're not going to be happy.
Yeah, as soon as this kid pops out, let me tell you something about chocolate milk. You'll be sucking down anything she tells you to suck down, boy.
Let me tell you what, fella. As soon as this kid pops out.
Oh, check it out.
What up?
Jim's South Street in Philadelphia cheesesteaks. Best
Jim's-
cheesesteak in Philly.
Jim South Street.
Jimmy South, baby.
I'll text.
Yeah,
you.
text it to me. So
It was the because what makes the cheese.
Bring a couple home, will you?
Yeah,
What's
bring,
that?
Bring some cheesesteaks.
Bring some cheesesteaks.
Oh, I will.
home. I'll take a day off
because I'll
cheesesteak.
tell you what. I'm coming home on a Saturday afternoon, and I'm going to have off Sunday. So maybe I'll just come right here.
Yo, I say just way too soon. Second episode of the podcast.
Yeah,
We're just using you for the cheesesteaks, but it would be great.
Yeah, you can use me for the cheesesteaks. I get that. That's a cool thing. And plus,
I get it. I get that.
I get that. Oh, that's right. With Mike Francesca.
Yeah.
What a fucking tool.
Yeah, that comes back on air.
Oh, he's such a... And you know what? Everybody hates him.
Everybody listens to him, though.
I'm saying the people that he works with. Everybody hates him.
Because he talks to everybody like they're fucking, like they're imbeciles. He treats everybody like they're beneath him.
Well, that's how he is.
It's like, dude, why you gotta be a cocksucker, man?
Dude, when he came back, did you guys listen to the Boomer and Geo show the day before he was coming back or the week before?
Yeah, it was good.
They just kept trashing
Geo
him.
does a pretty good
Yeah, he does a great... Yeah, okay. Where's I was looking on the internet to see what's going on with Carton. I mean, like, when is
He
this...
kind of does a podcast every once in a while.
Yeah, I heard that, but I
He
mean...
falls off for like months at a time.
Yeah,
and
but
comes
when
back.
when does he find out his fate?
I
Life
think
is
it's September.
He's probably pretty fucked,
know, man.
He fucked himself good.
You never know.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, you never know. It is kind of a first
Did
offense.
you see his mansion that he's selling?
Yeah.
Dude, it's fucking gorgeous.
Yeah, dude, I have to pass by that almost every day.
Really?
Yeah,
Where
like
is
in
it?
that
Where is
area. It's I think it's in Chatham, New Jersey.
You've actually seen the house?
No, I know the area.
Just the area?
Yeah, and no house is small there. Even like the slave's house are the size of another mansion.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. So I
he's,
miss Carton.
He's in September. I mean, Geo's good.
Geo's great. I love Geo.
I do
It's
like
just-
Geo
it's
as well.
just Carton's so good, man.
Yeah.
He's just so out there. Like I was watching, like that song came on the other day. Actually, it's nothing to do with Carton, but that Beatles song, "Here Comes the Sun," came on, and it always reminds me of how good that show used to be. Like Al Duke's best song was a parody of "Here Comes the Sun," and it was on Mike Pelfrey. He was a starting pitcher for the New York Mets, and he would lick his hands every single time he pitched a ball. He'd just suck his fucking fingers. So they did, instead of "Here Comes the Sun," it was "Here Comes the Tongue." Oh my god, it was fucking great, dude. Actually, I'll find it right now.
Dude, I love Al Dukes.
Yeah, he stopped doing songs that sucked.
Why did he stop?
No, I still hear songs.
Does he do them every once in a
There's
while?
one in my head. I'm trying to think of. Who's it? Moutier is the hockey player's name. I think it's like, "Here comes the moo, here comes the moo, Moutier, here comes the moo." Or something. It's so fun. I forgot.
I love when he's out of tune. It's great.
Yeah, It's I forgot exactly what it was. If I knew, I'm fucking it up because I don't really know the song or like the hockey player, but it's really good. He still does them every now and then. I guess it's kind of nice that they don't overdo them, but they were always funny no matter what.
Always, and they would rap at some point, which was always good too.
Yeah. Al Dukes is. Oh my god! Did you ever see Diddles' tweet when Al Dukes was like, "What do you guys think, or what do you guys think it takes to have a successful podcast?" And Jeffrey tweets it like, kind of creepy, bald, sound like shit. And Al Dukes actually tweeted him back. He was like, "Watch it," and tagged him. He's like, "Watch it, Jeff." Whatever. Like, he got permanently banned though for calling what's her name, like Demi Lovato, like a cunt, like too many times or something.
Who's Debbie Lovato?
She's some broad. I think she sings. I don't know. Too many cunts nowadays. But what did he say? He kept saying she kept banning him because he kept saying broad. He would like repost her. He would
was
retweet
just
her
saying
shit and just say
broad.
broads ... And she would get him banned, and he eventually got permanently banned. It's like, so I started going hard with the hashtag Shots for Likes podcast, but for whatever reason, he might even have less followers than we do, and we don't have many followers on Twitter at all. And she wasn't responding back or blocking us. She blocked the
weird.
shit out of him though, like 7 times.
There's probably something he's not telling. No, he would show us all the shit.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe she just pay attention. Maybe she doesn't care because just we're two fat guys in a picture for a podcast with alcohol monitors. And Jeff's like actually a respectable looking jack dude. So she probably
So wait a minute. So
you
like
think you're hot shit? Fuck you. I'm banning you.
So when you do, I don't even know what Twitter is, but like with Twitter, like is there a picture of you guys?
It's where cunts go to talk about shit that no one cares about. It's like it's how you post a Facebook status.
Yeah.
It's like that, but they limit your characters. It's supposed to just be like random, quick thoughts. It's kind of like Instagram or Facebook. It's a social media, but. I mean, yeah, you can post pictures sometimes and stuff like that, but it's really just meant to be like just quick information, like just popping out. A lot of like actors or like athletes, shit like that. They'll post shit like athletes will fucking post on their Twitter where they're going or if they're on the block for the trade or they're unhappy about something. You know what I mean? So like fans can keep up with the athletes and stuff. That's what's one of the big ones.
I'm trying to find a song, and there's a bunch of like Al Duke songs, and there's like 20 fucking Mike Pelfrey songs. Like I lick myself, I like to lick my hands, which is
all by Al Dukes.
Yeah, like there's.
Dude, I lick myself, man? When I think about you, I
Wait,
lick
where'd that one go?
myself up. That's got to be so good.
Lick it good.
He's got a lot of them, huh?
There's so many.
He used to
dude.
do a lot more back in the day. Though. He does them every now and then, but they might be old ones that he just brings back when a certain players
shit,
talked
what
about too. I don't know if he does brand new ones.
There's so many. I can't.
Just
find
fucking pick one, man. I mean, at this point, we're sitting here in silence, getting some dead air going,
it. You're talking.
waiting for you. Yeah, because I'm trying to fill a dead silence, but I'm not very useful at the moment, man. I can't. I'm
There's not a date.
not making sense.
I don't know.
Your
what's going
Wi-Fi work, fucking everything up. You on the 5G, the 2.4G, Fudge and Finn, hot network.
It just sent me to like some porn site.
I'm gay online.
I could look at porn all I want, man. I just want to hear Al Dukes. Jesus.
They know sports fans are about to go right to that right when they're done listening to fucking Al Dukes' rendition of fucking I Touch Myself. Oh, I
Yeah,
guess I'll go touch myself too. I like the Giants. I love sports in the
It's
New
not
York
weird. It just
City.
keeps sending me a porn.
Oh, there you go. You counted the whole episode all up. Did you see what you've done?
I mean, my favorite Al Dukes song would be, well, not my favorite Al Dukes moment is he had Plexico Barris on. Well, Boomer Carn had Plexico Barris on, and Al Dukes had like 5 or 6 songs after Plexico shot himself in the leg. So they had him in studio, and Carton's like, "All right, Plexico Barris." Like at the end of the interview, like, "Here's what we're gonna do before you leave. We're gonna play a game called Like It or Spike It." Now, Al Dukes over there wrote a couple songs about you. So we're going to play all these songs, and you're going to say, like it or spike it.
They did that to him, huh?
It was the most awkward / funniest moment in comedy history. It was, you could tell Burris was just like,
He had to be heated, huh?
he was so mad. And they're
He
like,
didn't take it as a joke.
no, he was not cool with it.
Why?
The songs were bad, dude.
Fucking
Like,
moron shot himself, man. I mean, what does he expect?
Yeah, it
What
was-
does he expect to go on what the biggest sports radio talk show on the East Coast in the morning? And like, what do you think's gonna happen? Like, they're practically comedians in a sense. Like, you think they're not gonna bust your chops? You fucking idiot! You shot yourself, moron. If you don't want to get made fun of, don't go on TV and radio. Like, fuck off.
well, he had to.
Well, he
because
won a
was
Super
trying to
Bowl
get-
for us,
He was
so-
trying to get signed at
Still
that
love
point.
you for that, but
You
what?
know, he was trying to get signed at that point, I believe, because that's when he was coming. He was out
Why
of
the
jail.
fuck would you go on the radio? That radio station of all.
I don't know, man. It was fucking funny though.
Are you trying to find new songs? Now we're sitting here in silence again. You're,
keep going,
you're not letting your father speak.
Ooh, Fallout
and
Radio.
He's the guest.
I could just play Fallout Radio. Keep talking, man.
He is the guest of this podcast.
The guest.
You know, ever
Scotty.
since fucking Carton had to go and get arrested, you can't find shit on the internet, man. It's pissing me off.
Oh, I wonder if that's why they took a lot of shit down.
I don't know.
So what happened? So the show that would replace Mike Francesa,
They went to the afternoons for like an hour
for
or
an
so.
hour or something.
Like 2
Well,
hours.
they were getting really bad ratings.
Yeah, they're getting really bad. But I kind of, it was the show was a little tough to the ear after a while. But I like the who was the head guy? What was it? The big fat guy.
Oh, Carlin.
Yeah, he's pretty fucking funny.
See, that's funny because most people hate him the most on that show.
Really.
Yeah.
And what's I love the football player.
Bart Scott.
I
Bart
love.
Scott's
He's
so
so
great. He was a good
funny.
jet.
He almost didn't he almost get Gio's job, or he wasn't vying for Gio's job?
I knew he was going to get jobs somewhere. Mm-hmm. I was hoping he got Gio's job because every time he was on Boomer Carton, it was fucking great.
Yeah.
Because he was just talk shit. Like, they did one interview
He
with
would
him.
be pretty funny if he was on there.
Oh, it was great. Dude, he did one interview and Carton's like, all right, well, we go break. Thanks for coming on. He's like, thanks for coming on. He's like, I ain't leaving. You making me leave, man? He's like, you can stay all the fucking day. Well, I don't give a shit. But he was going on a rant on his new show about like government cheese and shit, like the food stamp cheese.
No one tell me this cheese was this good.
And he started talking about detergent. He's like, man, you gotta understand where I came from, man. We grew up, I had laundry detergent. That shit wasn't Tide. It just said detergent. He's like, that's all it said, detergent.
Yelling at people and shit.
He was great in the Jets. Back in those 2 good years, we almost made it to the Super Bowl.
Made it to the Super Bowl.
You guys snagged a bunch of Ravens, right? You guys snagged fucking the coach, right? And then he took a couple players with him. That guy Leonard,
just
I
two. We
think.
took Bart Scott and Leonard the safety.
Yeah, I loved Rex Ryan, man. I thought he was such
was great, man.
bloviating was fantastic.
Not a good coach, but like,
Yeah.
I loved him.
Yeah.
Still to this day.
Still to this day. What is he doing this coming year?
Sucking toes, man.
I don't think he's anywhere.
Sucking
actually.
toes.
because Buffalo fired him.
Right.
I know
And
you're
then-
ignoring my toe talk, but he's a big fan of feet,
I
man.
don't want to get that going right now.
I know
with
that's
the-
why you're
with the
ignoring me.
both of
I had
you
to
here.
stop you. I had to
I'm all
interrupt
about
you.
the feet, man.
Yeah, I can't.
There's nothing wrong with sucking toes, bro.
Yeah, this is the problem with this show, right? Not just you
you
sucking
think,
toes.
you think your dad's not going to sing up for me, man? You get the wrong guest.
No,
on. You
that's
know
not what I'm talking about.
Talking about sucking toes,
I
dog.
saw Michelle, my sister, the other day. She's like, "Oh, Dad's coming on. I can't wait to listen." I'm like, "You should not listen." And this is exactly the fuck why.
He didn't
You
even
sit
get
here and
it.
have you fucking cunts talking about sucking toes for 2 hours.
Hell yeah, suck
It's actually,
toes.
do you know there's a name for that, Dan? It's called shrimping. Yeah, it's actually when a man sucks
toes,
on a
what?
woman's toes, it's called shrimping.
That's
I learned that.
making me not
I learned
like
that from my
sucking-
therapist. I swear to God.
That's what you talk about.
Did you
therapy,
suck her
huh?
toes? You
She
can't do
was
that, right?
she was hot. I'll tell you something. She was really, really hot. But no,
That's you. Well, that's like a huge no-no. She would
Should've picked
definitely
her up,
lose her
man.
job, right?
I've seen you pick up a bra on the side of a traffic jam.
I was there for that.
You were there for that. Do
we
you
were
remember
going
that?
down the shore.
I did.
We were coming back from my from our,
Opa?
from Oma and Opa's.
Oh, okay.
And there was like a tractor trailer at Jackknife, so we were in dead stop traffic, like for like an hour. So everyone finally started getting out of the cars, and we're bullshitting or whatever. And also, me and Fudge, like, where the fuck's my dad? Where the
Fuck's your dad, yo?
We look at fucking 10 yards down, and you're talking to some broad. We're like, all right, of course, right? So nothing happens. We finally traffic starts moving, so we get in the cars, we keep going. We're like, what the fuck was that? He's like, oh, I was just talking to this broad, whatever. We go to the rest stop. The broad's there. We go take a piss. You're like, yeah, I'll be out here. Come back. She's gone. And you're there. And we're like, all right, cool. And you're like, yeah, I got her number. I'm going to New... She lives in the city. I'm going to meet her next week. I was like, what?
Yeah,
Now,
that's bad.
is this question allowed to be asked and or answered? Did you actually meet up with her that week?
I don't think it worked out. No,
You don't think it worked out?
no. But I remember I was in Cancun, Mexico. So
Well,
this is when Keith and Michelle were really, really small. All right, and so I said, okay, I need a break. I'm gonna go to Mexico. I'm gonna go to
Mexico.
Cancun. So I went to Cancun.
rolls at the tongue. Cancun.
Cancun, Mexico. Sometimes you know. Anyway,
Sometimes.
so I go to Cancun, Mexico, and I meet a whole ton of people. Right, so I had a blast. Right, I'll go by myself. So
I'm hoping you were divorced at this point.
Oh yeah, very much so.
All right, cool.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so. And so I'm hanging out one Friday night, and all of a sudden I get a phone call, and this broad from Canada who I met in Mexico says,
Mexico.
"What are you doing this weekend?" I said, "I don't know. I'm just chilling out." She's like, "I'm about a half an hour away. I'm going to be at the Port Authority in New York. Is it all right if I come over for the weekend?" I said, "Well, wait a minute. What are you doing down here?" She goes, "Well, I figured to come out and hang out with you."
JB.
She took a bus. Yes, sir.
I took a picture of you. Yeah, that's
What?
good. All right. I had a picture to post on the internet to promote.
Oh,
Continue
okay.
on.
Yeah, okay. So, yes, the broads. Broads.
Back to the Bruds.
Back to the broads.
It happens. All that, man.
It does. You think Michelle's listening?
She's definitely going to listen to this episode.
She's
Why
definitely
wouldn't
gonna
she?
listen to this episode, although I kind of scared her off.
She might stop.
She
might
was
stop
literally
and
like, she's like, what do you mean I shouldn't listen? I was like, yeah, we're probably.
What do you mean that I mean about what
talking
you
about
mean?
things, And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, like things. And she was like,
Sucking
fucking
toes.
ew, and walked away from me. So she might not listen. I don't know. She has listened. She's
Oh, she loves the podcast.
yeah, she definitely listens.
She tells me she
not
loves the
all of
podcast.
them, but
Yeah. I think my favorite one was with the good-looking guy. The
Connor Brady.
Connor Brady, man. That guy is great.
it's right there.
Connor Brady.
Oh, yeah. I texted him about coming on. He's just going to make sure he might have something going on for his birthday or something. He doesn't know yet, but he's going to get back to me.
He might be tough until he's out of the academy.
Yeah. He's not going to be able to drink or anything, really.
Well, he could drink, but
Yeah. I salute you. Yeah, dude, Mini-Me dead, man. What's up
Oh,
with
we
that?
just talked about that. Yeah.
Oh, no, we talked. That was weeks ago, but we talked about we had to talk about it more because he's going to be on the podcast.
Yeah.
When Mini-Me's going to be on the cod, you calling him from the dead?
Yeah. What are you
I
talking
meant
about,
you
man?
coming. No, because we were talking to your father about it. We had to talk about Mini-Me being dead on the podcast.
Do you want to know what our friend Kevin said about it?
Who's Kevin?
He's his. You can't say anyone's last name here. But
Oh.
our buddy Kevin.
Right, okay. With the mustache?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he was on, and
Is that the guy I interrupted for the house warming party? Yeah.
So we brought that up for a little bit, and he's like, "Yeah, I can believe Vern Troyer killing himself." He's like, He went to the store, bought a little rope, made a little noose,
Oh my god!
got a little step stool.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, dude! Holy shit, man! And he was just saying it so subtle and casually. It was so fucking
God,
funny,
that's
but
kinda
terrible.
dark. Doesn't he-
It was terrible, but it
Yeah, but it
was
was
fucking funny.
Wait a minute.
I
Doesn't
don't think I put deodorant on today.
really?
I don't wear deodorant.
What?
Why don't you wear deodorant?
Ask me if I smell. Do I smell? Come
Yes.
smell me, dog.
Yeah, I'm not coming.
Actually, I
to smell
smelled the other day when I was working at the table because I was sweating. But that's everybody, man. But dude, ask any girlfriend I've ever had. Ask my current girlfriend that I impregnated. I do not smell. I don't know what it is. She's mad at me too. She's like, "You're a fucking hack," because pretty much everybody wears deodorant.
Right.
I just never really started doing it. I tried a couple times when I was younger. It just got lazy with it, and just nobody ever bitched about me smelling like a piece of shit my whole entire life. So I'm like, do I even need to fuck it? It's just another toiletry I got to spend money on. Fuck that shit.
Well,
I gotta
listen-
brush my teeth already. That's annoying enough.
well, yeah, you need to brush your teeth, man.
I brush my teeth every single day.
Right. Well,
I'm not saying it.
Listen, I've been away on vacation with you before, and you didn't smell on vacation. We were in a hot climate.
Yeah.
Dude, remember the
was a
bar
hot,
sucked
sunburnt
in?
bond.
You got so burnt. It was because you were spraying that shit on your body. Right? You're outside spraying that stuff, and you remember you had patches. You looked like a cow.
Keith, how does this work?
Dude, Keith, remember we were in South Carolina? He got burnt.
Oh, we're getting into that?
I had a whole day of my vacation with you guys was ruined. I had to stay inside. Remember, I was so badly burnt I couldn't even fucking walk.
Just press it and suck.
Yeah, press it and suck. Anyway, remember when Keith, we get down there, and so Dan's out doing something, and we find this bar, $1 a beer. Remember that? We were sucking beers down?
You good?
You good?
You ain't gonna be good in a minute.
Look no further, fella. You found me.
Yeah, it was called like the mutt or something. Like
Something,
there was
yeah.
a dog, like a.
The nut.
Yeah, I think Dan got pissed at us because we were.
You left my ass in like
Well, no,
Domino's or something.
No,
right?
dude, you were out buying something.
No, here's what exactly
I was being a
what
cunt.
happened.
Was I being a cunt?
You were being a cunt the
You
whole
were
trip.
you were being kind of a C for a while.
So like you were talking every time like we had to buy something.
I was cunty back then.
You would just hide. You would disappear. Like, yeah, they're buying something. Yeah, I'll be right back. So finally, we went to
Oh, I
go
was
get
real
pizza,
broke.
and we were like, bro, you're buying the pizza. Like you're like, all right, fine. I'm gonna go.
Really? Because I had money back then. I was really just being.
yeah, but no, you spent it on Sonic. Remember, was it Sonic that? Remember we were driving down
Yeah.
there. We stopped. He's like, no, I don't want that. All of a sudden he
We're
goes,
like, yeah, you want breakfast? He's like, no, I'm good. 5 feet down the road. Oh, Sonic? I'm gonna pull in there. We're like, what the fuck, dude? You said you weren't hungry.
dude, I'll take 15 packages of Hush Puppies, triple cheeseburger, 4 milkshakes, chocolate. No, I don't want chocolate milk like the broad who I'm going to impregnate around 8 years from now. And the whole time, and we made you buy vodka. Maybe we made him buy a gallon of vodka, the pop vodka. Oh, that's the time.
We were drinking pop off back then.
Yeah,
with
you guys did it
You were
double.
drinking pop off with us
No, he was doing Bloody Mary.
I was doing blood. You do remember?
with pop off.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. It was pop. It was one of those.
Yeah, dude, because we were
Plastic bottle,
starting to
Baker's
run,
Club,
yeah,
pop
running
off,
out of
whatever.
money. Dude, remember you guys did the double power hour? And I was
Oh my god, we did that.
you did a double power hour.
I thought I only did that once with the Challenger, but apparently I did it twice.
No, you did. This is when I got your ass all messed up.
What?
Remember how you were pissed off at me? I don't know.
Asshole.
Remember how I kept on putting that fiber stuff in his shot?
that was at Oma and Opus.
Oh, that was on Manopus?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
I very much remember the shit I
yeah,
took the next day.
I'm getting all of
Shits.
that. Oh, and by the way, when I picked that broad up that I was going to meet in New York City, is that the week we pissed Opa off so bad?
Oh, 100%.
The shanties.
It's a shanty town. Oh, shut up with this shanty.
Shut up.
Where's your fucking shanties?
After like 6-8 hours, all you hear is just stop it with the shantytown shit. Stop. Like he just lost it. And every time we said it, he got just as pissed.
Well, because he was so hungover and he can't do it anymore. Like I'm getting old, I can't drink like I used to. So like he was like he's one night in and he's done. And the
Yeah.
next day we try to get him to drink it. Remember
I'm
you
there now.
Remember you
man.
broke his blender?
Well, because we were making shanty juice.
We called it shanty juice.
And we broke the blender because it was such an old blender.
Yeah.
And it was like smoking. He's, Mommy, they fucking, because he calls my grandma mommy for some reason. Mommy, they fucking breaking the blender. And she like came over and washed. She's like, don't use the blender. She like put it away and shit.
Well, dude, here's a guy, Opa. He what he does is he'll take his good scotch and he'll pour it. No, he'll take what does he do? Oh, he takes the bad scotch and pours it into a good bottle and serves it to everybody, and we're all thinking we're getting pinched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and when well, you weren't there for that, but at Mom's wedding, her third, whatever the fucking number was, we got home and he was sleeping, so we're like, oh, let's get booze, right? So I know where he keeps keeps in a Chivas Regal bottle.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Which is not even that expensive. I think Chivas Regal's like a $60 bottle. Like, it's expensive.
Well,
but
like probably for the 12-year. Chivas, there's a cheaper version of Chivas Regal that isn't like $60. But he probably 12 years is a pretty popular one from Chivas. I've seen it. And drank it before.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
So how much is that bottle?
Oh, I don't know if I've ever bought the Shivers 12.
Either way, it's not like a crazy.
But it's probably like a 50, like 60, 70 something.
So the bottle that he fills, he puts Johnny Walker Red in this bottle.
Which I like red, but no, I mean.
Yeah, but it's like, what are you doing? So it was empty, so I'm like, oh, I got to find the bottle of Shivers because I don't want to touch any of his good booze, but I'll drink the Shivers because he always gives us that. So I find an unopened bottle of Shivers. We open it. We drank basically the whole bottle.
Who, you and Dave?
Me, Dan, and
my name is Fudge.
Fudge.
Father Fudge. Actually, Father Fudge. Thank you.
Probably Dave. Yeah, you know, whoever was there, right? Yeah, probably Dave. And I remember he fucking like woke up and came out. We're all drinking. He's like, "What the fuck, schmuck? What are you fucking doing? What are you fucking drinking?" And we're like, or maybe no, he didn't go to sleep. He just got home later than
Remember
us.
your uncle where he's like, "Where does it hurt?" Yeah, that's your liver.
Yeah. He's like,
my liver.
He's like, what the fuck are you drinking? I'm like, well, I didn't want to drink your good shit. We drank the Shivers. You always give us this. He's like, not that fucking bottle. He's like, I put shitty booze in that bottle.
Oh man.
Not that you're drinking the good stuff. I'm like, well, maybe if you weren't such an asshole and you just told us that we were drinking Johnny Red.
He probably doesn't want us to drink any of it.
No, because he would get. He's like, oh, drink this, drink this, drink this.
Oh my god! Get rid of stuff.
Remember we were covering the house for Aunt Andrea's wedding.
That was funny too,
dude.
That was a ridiculous.
He got so pissed at us. Yeah,
he almost left the wedding. To
because
kill you guys.
Because we're like, Hans, we can't find the booze anywhere.
Oh, well, that was a joke phone call.
We were fucking with him. Right?
Yeah, but we were hammered though. We drank. I think we bought our own booze though.
We brought our own booze, and then we went up to the to the lodge. Remember, we went up to the lodge in Wyndham.
Yeah. I think we grabbed food there and shit too, right? The bar.
We're like, let's call Hans and tell him we can't find the booze in the house and we're pissed off. What do you mean, schmuck? Hey, schmuck. This Mommy, what do you mean he can't find the booze? The booze is Dan Haggerty. I fucking don't want them here anymore. Mommy.
Well, because he knows we used to go through booze like a lunatics back then, man. We would just clear through bottles. It was stupid.
You guys, you found his bottle of Johnny Blue.
We did?
And you took a video of you opening the Johnny Blue, and you poured it in a glass. But then you poured it back in and just shut the thing, because I remember he finally calmed down when he's like, oh, there's no... But yeah, he sent me a video. I was like, hey,
I did that to your grandfather?
No, it was both of you. And I was like, oh, check out, they found your Johnny Blue, and he lost it. And we were all laughing, and he was not happy. And then finally, like, I was like, I think I told Drea, my aunt, I'm like, they're just fucking, like, they just poured it back in the bottle. Like, can you calm the situation down?
Why would we do that to your grandfather?
Well,
I mean, it's fucking hilarious.
Alcohol is a beautiful drug.
Yes, it can do amazing things. We had a good time that weekend, Dan. Remember that?
Yeah, we did. It was fucking. We just drank and ate like we always do when we went up
drank
there.
and ate.
Had a good ass
That
time.
fucking onion dip, bro.
Don't even get me
started
on onion dip right now, bro.
What happened with the onion dip?
We just eat a bunch of it.
Oh, dude, you know what's great watching Dan eat? The great part about watching Dan eat, besides
I stopped breathing and I
Doritos on the sandwich. When he eats
how
Doritos,
good is that though? Come on,
his face is orange. He looks like a fucking Oompa Loompa.
Yeah, back then I was
very big one.
way more of a slob back then, that's for sure. Now I at least keep the Dorito dust on my fingertips, not on my face, you know?
Well, that's good.
Yeah. I do my best.
You know, here's the thing is you put the Dorito, you take a girl's foot and you stick it in the Dorito bag. You get it wet with beer. You get a little wet with some beer and you stick the foot into the Doritos and you can start shrimping on the Dorito dust on her feet. Try that tonight. You'll have another kid coming. Then the 15th kid. Oh, no, I'm only going to have 2, maybe 4. I'm going to adopt a couple. 10 years later, 15, they're all working on the farm.
Oh, if I have no farm, I'm way too lazy for that shit, dude.
Well, not if you have 15 kids.
You're going to have 15 kids.
Fuck no.
No?
No, it's 11 too many, man.
So anyway,
You
let's...
have 4 kids,
And
man.
4
I
is
don't know if
probably
I'll talk-
too many.
I'm not gonna talk to you.
You can't have an only child, man. You know
Why
what I mean?
not?
You don't want to do that. You just make cunts out of them.
What if it's a girl? What are you going to do about that, Dan?
We can't call it William, I guess, then, so we'll
Well,
figure it out
you
from
could
there.
You don't have a name.
For the most point, it'll just... Well, right now, I think we're shooting for Lillian, but she heard it a couple of times today, and she's like,
Lillian?
well, now we can't fucking do it, because it's... It's like
Lillian?
a great girl.
Lillian?
Was she 94?
Lillian's from...
Call her Lily.
It's from the Addams family. Wasn't the wife's name Lillian? No. Who was...
I don't think there's anything wrong with Lillian. It ain't
That
bad.
kid's gonna pop out and be like, "Yeah, I'm 94. My name's Lillian."
No, there's younger people.
You might as well name it Gertrude or something.
No, that's bad. That's bad. No, Lillian ain't. But
You better
people
get
are
a name book. You
People
guys
are still...
you guys are embarrassing yourselves, man.
I named it like fucking Puff the Magic Dragon or some weirdo
That'd be
shit.
cool,
like
though.
fucking name your kid Puff. Call it Puffy, Puffy Combs, whatever you want, man. Name the kid after the dragon.
So
Yeah.
So back to when we ditched Dan, because we're jumping all over the place, which is fine. So we finally
How do we
sent
get the Dorito dust on toes?
yeah, we're just slipping. Yeah,
Sorry, Michelle.
So,
Sorry to be talking about toes in front of you.
it's gonna get worse. Michelle, stop listening. If
Stop.
you're hearing that.
No.
Why'd you start listening?
No, stop. No, what's it? What's it? No,
No, stop.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Which was always great when you would. Paul and Kathy would be yelling at their kids. And
Yeah.
you'd be drinking like, yeah, no, stop, don't. So we're finally like, Fudge, dude, you're paying for this pizza. He's like, all right.
Oh, South Carolina. We're
Yeah,
back to South Carolina.
So he had to walk fucking pretty far to go to an ATM, like across the street, through a parking lot to a fucking shop right whatever the fuck's down there. So we're sitting there like, well, this sucks. And we look out the window. I'm like, oh, look, it says dollar mugs. And I like just turned 21. Yeah. I'm like, fuck Fudge. I'm like, let's go get dollar mugs. Well, you said that, I think, and I was like, well, what about Fudge? And you're like, fuck them.
I wasn't.
One of us said it.
fuck
I don't
'em?
remember what it was. One of us said it.
That would be more of character of you, I think. Fuck
Yeah,
them.
fuck them. So
It's okay. I wouldn't be mad with either of you.
you
saying
were
it.
so mad. It was great. So we went to the bar for like 40 minutes. The pizza was taking 20. We were there for like 40
Yeah.
minutes. We had like fucking 4 rounds. We're like, all right, I guess we'll go back. You're sitting in the pizza place, just fucking pissed off.
You wouldn't answer your cell phones, I think, either, right?
No, not at all.
No, we purposely didn't answer the phones.
Either that or we didn't have it. We definitely
Yeah,
we're like, yeah, Fudge will figure it out. Fuck him. And you never figured it out. If you
I
just
could have just looked up the cross street and be like, dollar beers? Okay.
it wasn't even across the street. Like it was on the same side of the street. It was the next building.
Yeah, dude, and Dan is sweating like what's his name?
I didn't smell, though.
No, you didn't smell, but he was sweating like getting back to Spaceballs, Jabba the Hutt, Pizza the Hut. He looks like fucking Pizza the Hut, and we're sucking down beers. We're all cooled and fresh. He was not
go.
happy with this.
He walked in, he's just
I was a cunt.
he's like, where the fuck were you guys, man? I've been sitting here for 20 fucking minutes.
You're supposed to be our friends, man. You're
We're like,
supposed to be a friend.
dude, dollar mugs, bro. You missed out.
Dude, and there was some hot toothless women in there.
Yeah, they were toothless.
Toothless.
Those blowjobs, there's no worries about any snags, I guess.
It was
there,
fun
huh?
because it was such a dive bar. Like, so when we went there, it was fine.
Dollar mugs, I would think so.
Yeah, but it was okay. And then slowly, like, these, like, biker guys
Yeah,
started
yeah,
coming
yeah,
in.
yeah.
Which normally, every time I deal with a biker gang, they're usually, like, just cool dudes.
Yeah.
These guys were, like, just looking at us like,
a little shady.
who the fuck are these? And we're
Do you
like,
mind if we dance with what's that?
What
Animal,
the
did you
fuck-
ever see
what
Animal
the fuck
House?
was that? Anybody hear
Animal
that weird
House.
ass
Do
noise?
you mind if we dance with your dates?
Nobody heard that weird ass noise?
was that the
What's
noise?
it?
Or
What?
maybe somebody hit that. Oh, there was like a weird like in the mic.
Ghosts, man.
Ghosts, man. This is some go. Oh, there's some ghost. There's ghosts in Shanty
Get away
Town.
from my baby.
Yeah, dude, South Carolina was a fucking blast. We had a good time. The bar down there sucked. Remember the girl's name was Georgia. Georgia. I kept on singing to her.
You sang it the whole week.
Michael Jackson died that week.
Oh, that's right. And you left your wallet on the top of the car in Virginia, and we had to go.
Oh, that's right.
We had to turn back like 15 miles, and God bless that guy for being really honest. Do you remember that, Dan?
Yeah.
It cost us time.
It's so funny that, like,
You're like, you fucking asshole. That
dude, it's
cost
so
us
funny
time.
that you were like, because I've lost my wallet. It fucking sucks.
Yeah, it does.
I haven't
you were
done
in a-
that probably since then, man. I'd never lose my wallet.
Dude, you were in a
ever.
bad situation and you were pissed, but all we could go like, fucking fudge, you fucking prick. Losing your fucking phone, you fucking asshole. Drive back fucking
10
half an
miles.
hour, you fucking motherfucker.
And I'm like, tip the guy. I don't have any money. Tip the fucking guy.
What did I go to an ATM?
No, yeah, you tipped him $20, which
Yeah.
was the right. He didn't want to take it, but and you were like, oh, all right. No, I'm like, tip the fucking guy.
Really? I was the.
Yeah,
Because I
you-
feel like I
You
must
were
have gotten.
broke. You were broke, like beyond broke at that point.
I must have gotten so much more mature nowadays, because I wouldn't even think twice. I wouldn't even have to have someone tell me to do that shit.
but
I would instantly give
Okay,
somebody
We're
money.
22. Of course.
Yeah,
How old are you now, Dan?
31.
Okay, so we're gonna get back to South Carolina because I'm gonna give the second most area that he fucked up. I know what you know what it is, but he fucked up bad the second time around. But you're 31.
I was a cunt?
So 31 years old, and Keith, I don't even know this. Michelle, are you listening? Do you know that Dan Haggerty went out with Michelle?
I do.
Yes. So did you ask me for permission for that, or did you ask Keith, or did you not ask permission?
I
Where
didn't.
did you take?
I didn't know either of you at the time. I was in 7th grade.
Did you take my daughter out?
No, I don't think we ever even kissed.
You didn't suck on her toes now, did you? No.
You're
God, this is getting fucking awkward. No,
You're getting a fucking phone
thank God.
call at some point. Whenever this episode releases, you're getting a fucking phone call from her.
no.
boy.
Oh, wait, Michelle or?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, no.
Where'd you guys go?
No, we literally never even did anything. I don't even think we even kissed. We just dated for literally like a week, I think.
I just needed to
fucking lucky.
eyeball.
It wasn't like a legitimate you know.
Keith, I just needed to eyeball him. I've been waiting my whole life to eyeball him to see if
I got your back. I was sitting here.
Yeah, I was just seeing what was going on. He didn't panic for one second. All right, that's good.
Well, I had to let it on the inside.
He
you know?
cleared the test. Anyway, so Keith, the second thing
I
he
didn't suck
fucked
on
up,
your daughter's toes, okay?
Fudge, do another drink, man. Come on.
you should do a
I'm
drink.
Joe, all right.
Do a shot. Do a
Good.
shot.
Come on, it's
No,
not like
fuck
you're
off.
driving. It's not like
Fuck
you're
off.
not like you're
Do a
driving.
shot with me.
Fuck,
dude.
I'm gonna make another drink. You fuck.
Come on,
Shut
man.
the fuck
Say
up.
yes, man.
Listen,
Everyone else says no.
Yeah. What movie's
Bringing
that
back
from,
the old
Dan?
school. I don't
Oh, is
know.
that a movie?
Lethal
I thought
Weapon.
that was just you.
No, that's Lethal Weapon.
Oh, it's Lethal Weapon.
It was Lethal Weapon. All right.
Pause
So
it on the tit.
Oh,
right?
dude, the hot broad with the blonde hair.
With the tit.
Yeah, with the tit.
He was talking about when he was a little kid jerking off to it and pausing it. and you being like, why is it always on this part of the film?
We just talked about whose episode was that? Palladino's?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, you saw her tip before she jumped off the balcony.
Yeah.
I remember pausing.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, but that's all right. That's not the broad.
So did you ever
said.
turn on Lethal Weapon 2 to that part where she's jumping off the balcony?
You always be like, why is it always on this fucking part?
Well, where do you think he got it from? I did the same thing.
No, all right, so what?
Sometimes
So
you beat
okay,
off
so
like
all right,
crazy
so
when you're 13.
the Rika von Schnagentalk.
Yo, Rika.
Remember the blonde girl? It was the second one.
Yeah, the
Cougar
second
Ranch,
one.
the home
Yeah,
of the Cougar Ranch, right? So he's they're in the market, and he's like, I followed you.
For some pussy.
Yeah, and so. Oh yeah. So anyway, they're getting blown up in the trailer, right? Remember, he's getting blown up. He's on the thing. He's on top of it. Right. He's on top of the thing, and then all of a sudden she gets into that big ass truck that he has, and she's hitting him. You shit. You shit. You shit. He goes, hey, great night. He goes, what are you doing Saturday night? Say yes. Everybody else says no.
That's right.
Yeah, I think it was during that scene, right?
Yeah, no,
it's
you're
probably
right.
one of my favorite lines.
Yeah, you use it all the time to make people drink. So in that case, pour shot, buddy.
Pour shot.
Here's what I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
It'll be easier on you and the guest if you just do a shot so we don't have to go through this whole spiel of bugging you and pissing you off.
How about
It's
this?
going to take like
How about
15
this?
minutes.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If I take a half a shot right now, will you leave me alone for the rest of the episode?
The whole what are we on?
Pretty much.
What's our time?
6
Over an hour. Hour and 10 minutes.
You're going to keep making drinks?
Yeah.
All right.
You need to relax, man. I got fucking work tomorrow, bro. Like,
So do I, man.
I don't even give a shit about you and your comedy or whatever. Like, eventually I know you don't have work. You're off. You work 2 days a week, you fucking restaurant working motherfucker,
Wish,
right?
bitch. Pour shot. A full shot, and I'll leave you alone the rest of the show.
All right, while they're doing their shots,
Full
Georgia.
shot. I'll stop it. I'll stop the show.
Georgia.
I'll stop your father's episode and we'll leave.
You can't do that to my dad, man.
So
That would-
one shot and you leave me alone.
Yeah, I'll leave you alone.
But a full shot.
A full shot, though.
Got to be
Full shot.
Say yes. Everybody else says no.
And like I said, if you start bugging me, I'll shut his episode off. I'll go home.
I got you, man.
I don't even care.
I got you.
Wow, he's getting pissed.
He was getting pissed.
Yeah, he's getting fucking girly, man.
Father Fudge needs to lay down the law, okay?
You're not dad
Right?
yet. Something.
One of the questions I'm going to ask though is like, when are you going to start feeding your kid alcohol? Like in the bottle?
Well, same.
Just put
Are you gonna forbid?
Different question. Different question.
some,
Same answer. When will I allow Keith to meet my child? That will. I would say 12 or 13 is.
Just put some Baileys in the titty milk, man.
That's all. Never make it chocolate milk.
You don't talk about my future wife's titty like that, okay? Love you, babe.
Still up in the air, man. You are on this podcast, so she might just up and leave.
Yeah,
she may.
why she's still around, I don't know, but that's why I love her. So what are you gonna do?
Well, yeah, I mean, she could up and leave, and he just has to pay child support for the rest of his life.
Well, she knows I don't really have any money, so she's not gonna do that.
Doesn't matter.
She didn't get the baby for the money. She didn't have a baby for the money, that's for sure.
The court don't give a fuck.
Yeah. All right, so we're drinking.
Cheers.
I'm drinking seltzer, just so everybody knows.
Why don't you like be a dick to your dad, make him take a shot?
Because
Yeah, man, I could never do that to him.
yeah.
You've done it to him hundreds of times.
Yeah, but not
just
today.
in front of me.
Well, if it was a Saturday night, it would be no problem. Like the next time I come here and do the podcast, it'll be a Saturday night.
Yeah.
August.
We should get you and Connor on. That'll be great.
Ewie,
cool.
I want to die
By the way, I will not make you do any more shots.
for the
Promise.
rest of this episode.
But my dad might, so I don't know what.
Peer pressure.
Well,
So-
that is, in fact, the last one, so I am hands down feeling shitty enough and grumpy enough to just leave, because I don't give a fuck, boys. I'm 31, all right?
You
I
say
do
that,
whatever I
but you
want.
do.
No, I'll hit the space button and go home, man.
Yeah,
I'll format everything at home. This episode's not coming out till next week because I'm on call next week.
We'll
Doesn't
go
matter.
live on Facebook, man. We'll figure
All
it
by
out.
yourself, just sitting in front of the mics looking cool and shit because I'll bring my computer home. Can you hear me? Can you hear me on the Facebook?
We need to figure it out how we can get the mics into Facebook Live.
We could do it. We got to do Skype, too. I want to get Skype going because we could have Pat more often. We got to get Ricky's fucking lunatic ass because that asshole,
we gotta figure out
he
what-
will say anything and everything, and he doesn't give a shit about anything. And there will be so many good
We
stories.
could get Scotty Mac on.
Oh, speaking of Scotty Mac, let me text him and see
Scotty!
if I can FaceTime him real quick and get him on the show.
Yeah,
Let
fuck
me
yeah.
see.
Just put your phone mic up against the mic so it catches it.
Okay.
So everybody
Let me
hears.
text him first, Scotty.
Scotty Mac.
Scotty Mac's the man, dude. He's got
Scotty
the
Mac.
fucking,
Scotty Mac's the man.
And are you? You like to eat, obviously. So, are you on Sippy Poo?
What's sippy?
His Sippy Poo. His It's all about food. It's all about barbecuing.
Yeah,
He
it's
gets-
Scotty Mac's barbecue and sippy poo.
Yeah, it's
and
great
just a
thing.
bunch of like old dudes
Is it,
drinking
is
and
it
smoking
Instagram
weed.
or is it like a website or what?
It's on Facebook.
Oh yeah,
It's just a bunch of like people drinking and smoking meat.
yeah. It's
sounds
great. And they're and
awesome.
they're, and they're all from all.
Send me a
over
link
the-
or something. I want to see the shit out of that.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, let's get him to sponsor the podcast, bro.
Well, it's just a Facebook.
Yeah,
thing.
but we'll be like, oh, you guys interested in Scotty Poo's mac and cheese or whatever?
Oh, dude, you got to go on there because sometimes, first of all, some
And
of
then
the
they
food
can be
on there is
like,
pretty crazy.
do you like booze and two fat Irishmen harassing somebody at the same time for 3 hours? Bam! Sponsorship. Hello.
I hear you. Actually helps because I gotta love. We just got a smoker at Crows.
They do recipes.
Ooh,
They talk
really?
about recipes. We could just say they're like a cooking channel, so it's that easy.
Kind of, yeah. It's. I'll show you before
We can lie to the people. I just want to sound
Yeah.
legit, man. I just want to be cool.
Yeah, no, Sippy Poo's got legitimate cooking going on there, but at the same time, they got some stupid stuff going on there too. Like
Kind of sounds like exactly what I want to watch.
Yeah, no,
it's
dude,
great.
you'd be starving though, watching all this stuff being grilled off, man.
Well,
Especially
I do
Scotty Mac.
Butcher Box now, and I have 100% all grass-fed organic meat in my freezer
Pop,
at all times.
Fucking like the page.
I got ribs. I got wings.
Wait a minute.
I got pork chops. I got rib eyes.
like the
I
page,
got.
man.
I don't have fillets.
Why don't you like the page?
All right.
Yeah, like the
If
page.
I
Like
don't
the
like this
page.
shit right now, bitch. What do you think I like?
It's on Facebook,
I can go
man.
on Facebook right now.
All right, so I'm gonna go on there. All right, so I'm gonna face him. I'm gonna FaceTime him.
Scotty doesn't know.
So
Scotty
you're gonna have to
Poo.
hold, like the
Found
mic.
it.
Yeah, it's
mic-
gonna be like that. So you can.
Oh, it's a group. It's like that's awesome.
Yeah, so okay, but I'm gonna get Scotty Mac FaceTime. You're gonna
As long as you put the mic, like your phone mic, up against this mic, it'll catch everything.
Like
We
right
can
like
hear
this?
it.
Yeah, and you
Yep,
can
just
flip
like
it
that.
around like this so he can see everything.
All right,
You
so-
could even do this, Dad. If you turn the mic this way.
Yeah,
So
it'll pick up the whole thing.
But turn the mic sideways so this thing. Yeah, so this thing won't be in.
right
so,
like that. Okay.
Here,
so-
JB, so you know, you can see how the mic works. You see the fucking
Oh.
cardioid thing in there.
Okay. So we're gonna everybody on this podcast. You gotta get to Sippy Poo. It's amazing. Scott McDowell is the pit master of all masters. So let me get a hold of him
How often does he put out a video?
all the time. Oh, he's
like
always with his boys. All
twice
he
a
does
day.
is cook. Yeah, man.
That's sick.
Scott McDowell. Let's go, Scotty.
I can't see anything yet because he hasn't accepted my request. Scotty Mac, accept me, please.
All right, so I'm gonna get him here.
Yeah, like I said, do it that. You can turn whatever you want to do with it. As long as the...
Yeah, it's up to you. I don't give a
bottom
shit if
part's
I
on the
say
mic.
anything.
Ow! Scotty Mac, what is up, bitch?
What is up?
Scott, can you hear me? Oh, you got the sippy poo.
What are you doing?
Dude, you are now live on podcast, brother. Hold on a second, I'm going to reverse you. Hold on.
You look like you're flying out on a spaceship.
I am. You remember Keith?
What up?
Oh,
So anyway, we're doing the podcast, and
Yeah.
we want to promote Sippy Poo. We want all his listeners to get onto Sippy Poo because it's the best thing in the world. Scott McDowell, ladies and gentlemen, I know since 1969. He is my brother of brothers.
I was not alive.
He's a sexy bitch,
Summer of
sexy
69.
and
Oh,
he
yeah.
is the pitmaster, right, Scotty?
you guys want to see my dick?
Yeah, pop it on, whatever.
I was going to call him the tit master after because it rhymed, but I mean, you're going to pull out your dick, man. I'm not going to look away.
Hey, Scotty, say hello to Dan Haggerty. This is Keith's best friend, Dan Haggerty.
Hey, yo, Scotty Mac, you ain't whack. It's popping, son.
Yeah,
I look like it was a bed chair, if there is one.
a vet chair.
A bed chair. That dude's like fucking laying all the way back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
chilling. I'm chilling big time, Scotty Mac. I'll tell you what.
Scott, we hook it up. That's why we got these boom arms, baby. Wherever
We're
the fuck,
fucking legitimate.
wherever the fuck we want to go, we
Oh,
go.
What are you drinking, Scotty?
Wherever the fuck we want to go.
Buffalo Trace.
Buffalo
Ooh,
Trace.
Buffalo Trace is actually really good.
Nice. What are you at your friend's house? I don't want to keep you.
Totally fucking gay beer.
Bud Light Orange.
What?
That does sound gay, Scotty Mac. You, again, do not sound whack.
It's totally fucking gay, but it is what it is for right now.
Yeah, well, you gotta, when you got the beer, you don't fruit the beer, but you drink the beer, so you do what you gotta do.
Scotty, listen, do yourself a favor. Don't ever invite him over for a barbecue because he will eat everybody's portion.
No, I'm too old. I can't.
Barbecue.
Say what, Scotty?
I can't wait to get everybody over for a barbecue.
Oh my God, it's gonna be good. Listen, the boys want to get you up on the podcast, man.
All right, so what do I do?
You come over, get drunk, and you hang out with us and tell stories.
I got to come to Sparta, right?
No.
Hamburg.
Hamburg now.
Hamburg. All right, I'll go to Hamburg. Why the fuck not?
You can crash in the podcast room if you want. We'll give you a blanket.
All right, I get there.
That's what we like to hear.
Something tells me I'm going to have to Uber that shit home, but
We'll figure it out. We'll get you a
Yeah,
ride.
big time.
We'll
You
get
should
you a ride,
actually just
don't worry
plan
about
the
it.
ride.
Actually, you could actually cuddle on Dan's stomach. That would work.
Yeah, I have fucking huge tits, Scott. Solid, huge melons.
Best bed you ever had in your life, brother.
B cup easy, bruh.
yo, hey Keith, how's the new house going?
It's great, man. Thank you.
Yeah,
I finally got a grill.
it's nice when you're a homeowner finally, right?
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. I don't have to pay anyone. Ain't cut my don't give them any money, man. It's all.
That's how you get
it's all
podcast
going in
rooms,
the
bruh.
house.
All right, Scotty. So listen, when you see Dan Haggerty liking
I just requested him. Tell him
Just
to
requested Sippy Poo.
accept it because I want to see that
cool.
shit.
All right, Scotty. Listen, I just wanted to get you on there so all their listeners get to know Sippy Poo. Best
Let me know
fucking.
how I can get on the fucking podcast with you guys one night too. That'd be a fucking.
Hey, give me his number and I'll text him and set it up.
All right, so Dan Haggerty will text you, brother.
You can come on too, JB. If
All
you
right,
want,
that'd
you
be
come
great,
on.
Scott, we got
You can
stories.
you can bartend. You can guest bartend if you want.
Podcast got videos or just talk?
Whatever you want. We usually do talk. We post live on the videos a little bit too.
I'm gonna sit there naked with my fucking sneakers on.
Perfect, dude.
Then we're definitely doing a lot of video then.
Anything goes in this room, bro.
Having a Nike pump?
Yeah, but Scotty, let me ask you a question: is your package as big as that?
That's Mo Bigsley.
That's our door stop, man.
That's gonna hurt.
Is Scotty Mac the best or what?
I can't wait to
man.
schedule this. I'm pushing him up. I'm bumping somebody out. This dude's hilarious. Sorry, whoever I bump out.
All right, cool. Listen, let me friend those guys up on the page, and I'll talk to you guys soon.
Hey, Scotty
Cool,
Mac,
brother.
love you, brother. God bless you, pal.
You too, man.
Take care, brother. Bye bye.
Yo, I'm officially pumped to have
he's
Scotty
a
Mac.
Scotty.
on.
Oh, dude, Scotty-
Scotty's insane.
That dude's funnier than me, man. He's gonna take over as co-host. I better hope he doesn't know how to use a computer because I'm fucked. That guy
Nah,
can
he
go-
doesn't know how to use it. Also.
Perfect. I still got my job. All right.
Yeah, I mean, we could do it. We just gotta give him a ride or something. Yeah, because he's in Bergen County.
Yeah, he's down in
So he's like in-
Wilkov Lake.
He's like probably an hour away, right?
I mean, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, you're hanging out sober for this one because you got work the next morning. I mean, if you wanted to fucking drive, you'd be the bartender and stay sober that one too, or we just get him an Uber. I'll fucking throw a couple bucks in for an
Why
Uber.
do I have to be sober every time?
I'm not saying you do. I'm just saying we get the guy here. I don't know. You guys got some broadies
But I don't-
banging.
yeah,
Does he have a wife?
but dude, I don't live anywhere near him. Yeah, so he'll sleep here. How about that? He won't, but
I don't give a
he's got a
shit.
truck bed. He'll sleep in a truck bed. Dude, he's got a Winnebago.
I know.
He's got this huge
It's a flying Winnebago.
and the license plate is I love Uranus.
Well, you know what? When you get your couch in, that'll probably be a decent place for people to sleep, right?
Cool.
I'm gonna grab with more sweeps.
Yes,
can I have
please.
a vintage and then more ice because I'm gonna make another. Oh, then the sweeps. That's fine. I don't give a shit. Whatever's there, honestly. Ice too, please. Yeah, I'm gonna
Do
make
you have
another
any
drink.
more seltzer water, Keith, or no?
Oh yeah. He's
Oh,
got-
I thought you said no more Schweppes.
I only bought like 2, 3.
I got like
I just bought a couple. I bring a couple vintages, so I'm not constantly like going through all this shit. You know what I mean? I try to bring my own stuff when I can, most of the time. So
How many sleeves would you go through, like of seltzer water?
no, I'm actually nothing like that. Your son
Yeah.
is a fucking lunatic with seltzer, dude. He
Yeah.
breezes through it and always leaves like a quarter to half full because it gets warm. He doesn't want to drink it. Dude, his whole entire recyclable thing. Remember like when we were 21, it would be beer cans?
Yeah.
Now it's just seltzer cans, dude. It's just all he drinks is seltzer. It's insanity.
Yeah, you know what? I see if he remembers this. I said, he goes, Dad, what are you drinking? I said, dude, I'm drinking iced coffee with seltzer water. He goes, what? I said, yeah.
That does sound fucking weird.
Seltzer water with coffee. And he's like, let me try that. And he goes, oh my God, that's fucking good. Because back in the day, it's a thing you used to call, I used to get it out in Coney Island in Brooklyn, an egg cream, which is, it's Hershey syrup, milk, and seltzer water. It's kind of like a sundae, if you will, but it's with seltzer water. It's really, really good. So I said, why don't I try that with coffee? Dude, it's so good.
If you just use the perfect amount, just to make it a little bubbly and just
Yeah, it just gives it a
does
little
something to it.
effervescence. Remember that band?
Evanescence?
Evanescence,
Is that
yeah.
broad?
Yeah, I don't know what they
Wake me up inside, can't wake up. Leave me a saber. Right, yeah. I remember that song. Clearly.
Wait a minute, wasn't she kind of hot?
Yeah, she's good looking broad. I think they're still around, too. I think they're still around. I mean, I don't know. That's
are
probably
they
just
doing?
that.
What was
This
it?
tour in the world. Wake me up inside. That's, you know. Who knows?
What's that band? Oh, the band Michelle used to like, OTEP.
OTEP, yeah.
With that, dude, that
Be doing the boat.
dude, she was so angry.
Yeah, she was a loony broad, but I mean, I remember liking that band when I was really young.
Oh, I still liked them. I listened to the one album CD, the one CD.
yeah. Certain new metal I can't do anymore, but stuff like System of a Down or like I mean, Slipknot really isn't. I guess they're kind of new metal. I consider System of a Down way more new metal than Slipknot, but something like they're fucking good, man. Did you ever listen to System of a Down?
No, I was never a fan. At that point, when you guys were growing up, I was probably listening to the country.
Your son and I definitely listened to it a lot back in high school for
Yeah.
sure. System of a Down was probably one of our favorite bands. Got a sweeps there, bud?
Yeah. So you know, what, getting back to South Carolina.
Yeah,
what-
we need to. This
should road
this should be
trip.
the one and final episode where we finally 100%. I'll grab him in a second. Thank you. 100% that trip because we mentioned it. We went through like a version with Jeff, but like that fucking vacation was so epic. We really need to try to go through whatever we can remember. And I don't remember a lot of details, so I'm trusting hopefully you to remember.
Oh, I remember the whole thing.
You remember? Oh god, just spend the next 2 hours. I want to fucking
South
go through. All
Carolina.
this is a hotel room.
Oh yeah, remember?
I love the first time I got yelled at by JV. It was amazing.
Before we do that, did you want to sing a song or something? I guess that's why you brought your guitar.
Yeah. Well, I just in case somebody comes here, there may be a guest.
Okay.
There may be a guest.
Wait,
There may
Right
be a
now?
guest.
Talk about the co-owner of this home.
is someone showing up here?
No. Somebody may be risen from the dead.
Oh, all right. I don't want to break anything. I don't want to break any big news here. I'm not going to break any big news. I'm going to wait. I'm going to break
All
the
right.
big
Well,
news.
whenever that happens,
Yeah.
you let us know.
Just to give you a hint, he might be in Hawaii with Tupac. No one knows, but
That's true.
rise from the dead.
Tim
You play a song I know, I'll sing with you.
Shit, dude.
Tim Cooney, the first time I see Tim Cooney, he's fucking hammered, and I'm like, holy shit, Keith's friend looks like Yukon Cornelius. And he's like, I'm like,
Hey, Yukon.
I kept on calling him Yukon. I think he finally said to you, Keith, why did your dad keep calling me Yukon? Yukon Cornelius. I said, dude, You got to check out Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Looks just like
he
him.
looks totally looks
Except
like.
his beard's Yukon's beard is red. I
That
think.
stash
Yeah.
is trash.
So we should have the next time Tim Cooney gets hammered and passed out, we dye his hair red like Yukon Cornelius.
I can already picture him getting mad as fuck just at us talking about the. I can picture Tim not being okay
Bro,
with
the
that.
funniest when we were hanging out,
It'd be hilarious. Though.
we used to do karaoke all the time, right? I'm in my apartment.
It was basically just Poinsett standing on your table singing Celine Dion. That's what happened all
Talk
night.
about man tits.
Well, no. So one day,
Beautiful.
Tim loves karaoke. Like he could sing and stuff. He's all about it. So he's like, I could do one of my go-tos. I'm like, so we did a challenge. It was like,
Wake me up inside.
it was Poinsett, Tim Cooney, and my dad in a competition.
Oh, that's right.
But like everyone's like, oh yeah, I guess John's out, so he won. But it's between the two of us. So Tim literally goes, all right. Well, I want
Just
to
real quick, I want to thank you for this black cherry sweeps.
Schwips.
So he goes, all right. Well,
Black.
I want to do one of my go-to songs is that Elvis video you posted.
How great thou art on piano.
No.
It's Unchained Melody.
Unchained Melody.
Right.
So it was written not by Elvis,
It
by
was Righteous Brothers.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Tim always
Motherfuckers
does
were
the
righteous.
Righteous Brothers version.
Ugh.
And we're like, all right. And then he sings, he did a good job or whatever. And you were like, can I sing that song too, but can I do the Elvis version? And he's like, yeah, it's not the original version, but I guess you could do it that way. And then you just do it, and Tim was just like, he's like, oh fuck, like you know how to sing. And I literally have this video on my, not that video, but on my phone I have a video of me and my dad were drinking at some point.
At some
No.
point.
There was a controversy.
No.
Because we all said Poinsett won the competition. But Tim's so he's gonna. Get
Oh, that's
so
right. I
mad at
remember.
me.
I remember
He's
that.
like, I fucking won. Everyone liked me better. Dan win. You guys just keep saying Dan won just to piss me off.
Wasn't I the final judge on that?
Exactly. Yeah, and that's why he was so mad.
Ooh.
So we're hanging out. So I was like, I took a video. You're wearing the Batman mask, and you sing Unchained Melodies in my old apartment. And I sent it to Tim. I was like, my dad said, and you say at the end, you're like, fuck you, Yukon Cornelius.
Really? There's a video of that?
I have the whole video.
Can you send that to me?
Just JB drunk. Fuck you, you cock.
You're like, yeah, you might have been better and won, but Dan won, and I'm a better singer, or something like that. It was so fucking funny. And Tim was just texting back. He's like, dude, what the fuck?
Dude, every now and then, dude, when you just decide to be a dick, it's so fucking
I
funny.
try not to
JB.
be a dick.
No, you do, like almost all the time. But when you finally, you're just like, fuck this, and it's so funny. It's so good because you just like you never expect it. You're always, oh, JB's the nicest person in the world. And he starts being a dick. You're like, that's fucking hilarious.
Oh, yeah. It's,
Fuck
I don't know if I
you,
can send.
Yukon.
This is literally the video. You know?
I remember that now. Yeah,
You want to
can't
play
you
like
send a
5
snippet?
seconds of it or something, like a little snipper doodle, right in the middle of him singing, or maybe go to the end where he's like, "Fuck you, Yukon." I want to hear that.
Let's see what he said at the end.
I'm sure the fucking listeners want to hear it.
Oh no! That fucked me.
I thought you like deleted it. I was like, how did
No,
you
no,
fucking
no, no.
pull that off, bruh? Fucking playing with your pen a little too much there, buddy. Speaking of,
A little pen?
oh, let me just. Oh, wrong one. All right.
Here we go.
Wait.
Here we go.
Wait. Here we go.
Yukon Cornelius. Normally I would come and rip your eyes out, rip your beard out, rip
Batman
your
mask.
short hairs out, rip your mustache out. But the fact of the matter is, you're not worth it. You're not even worthy of pussy. You know why? You claim to be a Giants fan, those little G-spot motherfuckers.
I guess I was completely
You're
wrong.
more than that. You're now a Panthers fan. Douche. Douche turns on their team and goes to be a fucking Panthers fan. Douche. Bougie douche. Douchey douche. I'm gonna show you how to sing right now.
That's the introduction. Oh my goodness,
Douchey
dude.
douche.
Staring with the Batman mask. Douchey douche douche. You see, like, oh my god.
Remember we were in,
Every now and then, just like beautiful snippets of insult, and it's amazing.
we were in Vernon and we were watching football and I was getting pissed at you guys because I said no smoking in the house.
Oh yeah.
Remember that? I
fucking
turned into
idiot.
it. Remember I was such a dick.
Oh, weed?
No.
Someone was smoking a cigarette in your house?
No. It was weed.
It was weed. Yeah, I'm like,
I was
you
gonna
guys-
say, yo, if somebody smoked a cigarette now, that's fucked up, dude.
Yeah, no.
You weren't there. It was like Zapata and probably Brandon were there. It was like that crew watching it.
Oh, it
You
makes
might have
sense.
been. Yeah. And
Oh.
well, yeah. Keep going. You can tell us.
Yeah, well, I thought Dan. Well, Dan was always there. Dan was.
He might have been there. I don't remember.
What did I fucking do?
So, well, basically,
I was getting pissed because they were smoking pot in the apartment.
all right. So they weren't smoking. Well, they asked you like, if we're smoking weed, should we go outside or in here? And you're like, oh, go outside. So
Not even can I smoke weed here. Yo, where can I smoke this crack pipe, dude? Where is it the best for you? Trying to be respectful.
Mr. Bomma, where can we shoot heroin?
so
Do you have a needle? I would appreciate it.
so they go outside, but they keep the door open, so weed's coming in the house.
All right, well,
And
there you go.
then the cigarettes are coming in the house too. 'Cause
Oh,
everyone's selling
okay.
Cigarettes.
All right,
He's
so
like,
yeah.
shut the fucking door, like yelling at me. They're like, sorry, JB, we'll close the door, right? Fucking, they all pass out, pretty much, and it was just me and my dad.
You guys.
Well, no, here's what happened. So he's like, hey, have you ever seen Caddyshack? I was like, no, I've never seen Caddyshack. He's like, you fucking have you fucking mind never seen Caddyshack? So he pops on Caddyshack, and we're fucking hammered, right? He's like, you want a cigar? I was like, yeah. I'm like, all right, so you want to go outside or watch? She's like, fuck that. Open the door. So I open the door and we're smoking cigars on the couch. And I forget who it was. I'll just say it was Zapata. Woke up and went, what? What the fuck? You guys, you're smoking in the house? You yelled at us. And we're like, shut up, Zapata. Go back to bed. Back to bed. We're watching Caddyshack. Which is a great movie, by the way.
Caddyshack, I try
That
to
is a
watch it
fucking
every
good
spring. Man.
story.
Caddyshack, yeah, that was a good time. I remember, that's right.
Get back to this is a hotel room, though, huh?
Oh, yeah, well, I was going to say, this is when I realized that I had a cower and I had no more authority over you two. Is when I yelled at you and Keith. Well, tell the story. Go ahead.
So
I tried to. I was still. I think Keith was just old enough to the point where he was just like, "Dude, fuck this. We paid for vacation." You know what I mean?
Well,
but
we
I'm
all
still like,
split it.
"Dude, that's your dad."
Yeah, we split it.
Yeah,
We split it. Right.
Well,
Yeah.
so we drove, and me and you split time, but we never slept. So we got to a hotel room, and we're like, dude, I'm like, oh, I should take a nap, right? So you're like, oh, fuck that, I'm up. So
No. We took a nap and woke up at like 3 a.m.
right. So we took a nap, wake up, and he was like, fuck it, and he stayed up, and then eventually passed out.
Yeah.
As we woke up, he was passing out.
Oh, okay.
So I remember we woke up, we're like, dude, let's go drink on the balcony because it
was awesome, dude.
Balcony, dude. It
Oh.
was
yeah,
like-
that was a great
we
view.
were like,
We were like eight or 9 floors up,
more-
right on
more
the
than that,
beach.
bro. It
It
was
was.
20th floor. Like,
You might be
up
right. We
there.
were, dude. It was sick. We hung out on that balcony a
right
lot.
on that beach, and we're like, dude, let's start drinking, right? Fuck it. So we're on the balcony drinking, and then we start playing Snoop Dogg. So the balcony it was a co-balcony, so it was the living room and the bedroom. Both
Your
had
dad's
balcony
room's
doors.
window right by the balcony.
Yeah, well, it was the only bedroom, but it literally.
No, there was 2
Two
bedrooms.
Dan had his room and we shared a room, Keith.
Yeah, because
okay,
I
okay.
snored really bad, so
Yes,
you guys were
yeah,
both away from
right.
me.
Right.
Right.
I don't think you were snoring bad yet.
Probably not.
You were definitely
But-
skinnier.
But his bedroom.
I was too, technically.
Had a balcony entrance too, so it was 2 sliding doors. And I remember we were out there listening. He's like, "You guys," he like woke up all pissed. We're like, "You guys gotta stop with this music. It's late. It's after midnight. This is a hotel room."
Just blind anger for like half asleep. Like,
And like at first, I was like, "Oh fuck, Dad's pissed." And I was like, "Wait a second." I was like, "We're all paying the same amount of fucking money here." I was like, "Dad, Go back to bed. We're drinking.
That probably put me in an even more awkward position where I was like, yo, I ain't doing like your dad's that mad, I'll stop. And you're like,
And he was
keep
so
playing
pissed.
Snoop Dogg.
You apologized the next day. You're like, I'm sorry. Like, you're right.
You did. Like, in which I was even like, dude, don't even apologize. We're playing music way too loud. Like,
Yeah, we were assholes. You
Sorry.
should
We
yell.
definitely were assholes.
And you're like, yeah, I shouldn't have yelled. You guys, we all paid the same amount. Like, I understand we're on vacation.
This is a hotel room. That was because we just said that all week. It was so funny.
Oh my God.
So yeah, but we scream at each other, and then it's fucking hilarious. Like 8 hours later, we get over shit. Stop being a cunt, all right? You hold grudges for weeks and months. How do you even have the energy to do that? I barely have the energy to pick up the sandwich I want to eat and put it to my mouth and eat it. And you're holding a grudge? Come on,
happens,
don't
man.
be a cunt.
Dude, remember we're driving back. This is the second thing you fucked up.
Oh, all right.
Wait,
I'm
you
scared
remember
about
what it
this.
is? Do you remember what it is?
You don't remember what this is?
Do you remember what it
You
is?
should.
I do. And I changed. I was
Fucking change the station.
We missed Thriller.
motherfucker.
We were
We wanted
waiting
Thriller.
all week
driving for
Thriller.
24-hour Michael Jackson all the way back. Right?
So bad.
Right.
Can I say before we get into this?
Yeah.
Every song, Thriller, huh? Oh.
When Michael Jackson died, we were in the pool. We did a pool day. We didn't go to the beach.
Yeah.
And we were just like, Georgia. Oh, Shimona.
Everybody there was so unhappy,
Dude, they were staring at us. And not unhappy. Well, probably unhappy because we were loud, but really unhappy because we
were making fun of someone who
Michael
just
Jackson
died a day ago.
just died, right? Fuck me. Fuck kids, dude. Fuck them.
That's true,
So,
yeah.
So we're making fun of him. And
did.
everyone's staring at like derelicts. We're like, whatever. So then on the way home, like you were saying, fucking, we're driving. We literally were flipping through channels. Like, all right, don't stop flipping until we find Michael Jackson. They play fucking all his songs, all those motherfuckers, and we did not stop listening. What is it, a 14-hour drive?
Yeah, 14-hour
12-hour,
drive.
14-hour drive. Imagine Michael Jackson for 12, 14 hours.
And the only time I changed it is fucking
Thriller.
up.
And the whole time we're like,
It wasn't
come on.
during. We looked for. I think I bitched about wanting to listen to
It
another
was a
song.
rap song. You want to so we're like, dude, why aren't they playing
Changed
Thriller?
it back to MJ Station, and it was the very end of Thriller, and
Yeah.
you guys were like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
And it was
Dan?"
the worst part because you were like, you were flipping, you found like it was like a DJ Khaled song or something. You're like, I fucking love this song. Let's listen. We're like
That
all right.
album was good, man.
We're like, all
That was
right,
fucking
cool,
dope.
dude, whatever. I guess we'll deal with this. And then the song ended, and you're like, all right, back to MJ, and it was like, ha ha ha, ha. Like, right? And we're like, oh yeah, dude, Thriller's coming on because it's the same laugh at the end as it is in the beginning. And we're like, fucking yeah, Thriller, we finally found.
Finally, it's
This like 8 hours in. I think we're on 287 at this point. And we're like, Thriller, dude, Thriller.
waiting all day for it.
And the laugh ends. And me and my dad just looked at you like,
You screwed up so bad, man.
You can't tell this story, man. I'm not gonna stop laughing. Dude. The guy's dead all week. All we want to do is listen to Thriller, and we finally.
and this was like before
Like
smartphones
three,
and shit. Like,
yeah. Michael Jackson stations keeps going back and forth in different states waiting for Thriller.
And remember Dipko getting all pissed off at us?
He was so
He
mad.
loves Michael.
He loves Michael Jackson.
He firmly believes that Michael Jackson did not rape those kids. Like he thinks they did.
Yeah.
Get the fuck
Like
out
that Dave Chappelle skit where he's like, "Oh man, you cool, Mister. I thought you were gonna, suck our dicks. Ew, kids. Why would you think that? Get the fuck out of my house."
I mean, it is possible.
I think the guy had enough mental issues to where if he was just inviting kids over and not raping them, like he's fucked up enough to where like to him that seemed normal because his whole childhood was fucked.
Right, which
Yeah.
is, but he definitely banged Macaulay Culkin. Come on now.
Yeah, of course he did.
I think that was consensual, man.
It might have
You
been.
see that motherfucker now with that meth beard, and he's like, "Hey, Home Alone 6 or whatever." That dude is a cunt, man. There's something all wrong with that
Well,
dude.
he was getting raped by Michael Jackson, man.
He probably sucked
I'd be
Michael's
fucked
dick,
up
man.
too. Of course he did.
Dude, remember the South Park version of the Mr. What's his name?
You're ignorant.
You're ignorant.
Jefferson, Mr. Jefferson.
What's that
the
song?
trees.
on the wishing tree. Ride the train all day or whatever.
But wait a
pull
minute.
up a song, dude. That was so good.
Remember, I did predict. I said, mark my words, South Park's going to wait a year, and they're going to figure a way to spoof on Michael Jackson's death.
They
and
waited
did.
exactly a year.
Yeah, they got the
I can't believe they waited a year.
Well, I guess they
Think
had.
about how. Maybe legally, maybe they
Yeah,
so
they incorporated the guy, the tool guy, the guy that was doing all this infomercials for tools.
Oh no, that's the second one. That's the second one.
Oh, that's the second one. Right.
There's one where it's more about him like just being nice to the kids and stuff or whatever.
You got it.
The second one is what you're thinking of.
Oh,
They made
okay.
two of them.
Oh, wait, wait.
Dad, you out here?
Here I am, Blake.
He's trying it. Sorry, I gotta.
Beautiful blanket.
What's wrong with his face?
Be cool, dude. I think maybe he's a burn victim.
Guys, this is my dad, Michael Jackson.
Jefferson. You play with me? Come on, let's climb the tree. Come on, climb the tree, climb the tree. Have you been up my wishing tree? It's where I come to think and dream. And now I'd like to show you my wishing tree. Jam on.
Mr. Jefferson, your son can't get up.
Won't you imagine along with me?
Mr. Jefferson?
We can be spacemen, pirates on the sea. Cha-cha-mona. Yes, we can do everything, and I mean everything. Cha-cha-mona. Up in my wishing tree.
Dude, remember what was the movie that Keith? I bought it for Christmas. I think was the
Jeff
next
was
year.
So mad. It was called "This Is It."
This is it, right? He was
It's actually a really good movie.
Is it good? I've never
actually-
seen it.
it's-
Do you
it's
still
real-
have it? I would like to see it.
No, it's just long gone. We'll find it, but
Yeah.
it's literally like when you. So Michael
I
Jackson.
get it on
basically-
Amazon for like $2.50. That's fine.
Everyone like wrote his music, right?
Yeah.
Like his lyrics or whatever
basically,
it is.
yeah.
But like when you watch,
Prince wrote a lot of his shit, I think, right?
yeah. Well,
Prince was
I
the
don't know.
man. Prince was fucking. He wasn't just like a performer. He was like everything.
No,
you know
Prince
what I
was
mean?
the Prince was the real deal.
Real
Yeah.
deal. But when you watch,
He's the epitome
When
of the
you
real
watch
deal.
This Is It, like you literally like, yeah, he's fucking crazy, but this motherfucker knows what he's doing.
But yeah, he
Yeah.
is like an insanely talented musician.
He was.
and performer.
In fact, he bashed. He said for because Quincy Jones was taking credit for everything that Michael Jackson ever did.
Yeah.
And Michael Jackson, after it all came out, said that Quincy Jones was a tool, and that basically Michael Jackson rearranged everything Quincy Jones was trying to get him to do.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson was brilliant. He was totally brilliant. But what was this?
he did write some of his own songs
I
all
guess-
on his own.
Yeah,
right?
he did. Yeah, he's still
Like what's that real song
pedophile.
that's like real powerful and shit? Like if you're baked, you'll probably cry.
Mirror. Look in
we
the
talk
mirror.
about Prince or Michael Jackson.
No, Michael
Michael-
Jackson. No, it's not the mirror. It's the one about like saving the
Billie
world and
Jean.
shit.
So, oh no,
Billie
save
Jean-
save the world. It's we
The
ha-
video and he's like, ah! Right? This fucking wind's blowing by him and lines.
Oh
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah.
That's black or white.
No, you're thinking.
Oh, Man in the Mirror.
No,
No, I know the video. The video's in my head.
But I think it's one that he wrote like all
Yeah.
on his own. I remember hearing that about it. It was just like if you're just sitting there in the wrong mood, like Michael Jackson, I'll save the world, man. I'll help you save it, man. No, but seriously, dude, Billie Jean is one of the best
so good.
fucking songs ever. Dude. Like if you don't get down with that song, you're a fucking asshole, bro.
Remember, he's like he's do you ever see the video?
Fuck yeah, of course
Right, he's
I've
walking
seen
across the
video,
thing
dude.
and the lights are going on under his
Oh
feet.
my God.
Sick day. What about what's
he
in
was
that?
just there's just some shit he did like it just I don't know, man.
Was
It
that
just
the dog?
Too bad for him that
be the broad.
his whole
Probably
childhood
not
got fucked up. He got so weird because he could have got so much more pussy probably.
Yeah, well,
You know the chicks he was like
clearly
marrying
didn't
or
want
whatever. Exactly. You know the chicks he was married like.
oh, you're not a young
he-
boy.
Yeah.
There's not a small, a small fucking penis, undeveloped penis under there.
This is too snipped for me.
That's why he always hung out with Diana Ross.
who's Diana Ross? I don't know.
Diana Supremes, man. Ain't no mountain higher enough.
Ain't no mountain high
Michael McDonald did that. But remember the movie? He got pissed off. He goes, now. He was like, the timing. What was he doing with his hands? Remember?
Oh, fuck.
What was he doing in that scene?
Oh,
it was so,
my God,
remember that?
I thought it was so fucking funny.
Yeah.
That movie come out after he died, right?
He was like, he was like,
like a shit.
dude, it
jerk
was so
ball
funny.
twiddle.
The best part about that was like, so we were hanging out with Jeff. We're like, hey man, we fucking troll Jeff. We didn't back before trolls were a thing.
Diddles loves Michael Jackson.
I know. So we're like, hey man, we got This Is It. Like, do you want to come watch it with us? He's like, oh dude, you got, like, I really want to see it. Like, he
Probably the
fell
worst
ri-
experience he's ever
fell
had.
right into a trap, dude.
Yeah, dude.
So he shows up. We're like, cool, man, let's do a shot. Let's drink. We're hanging out, drinking or whatever, watching a movie. And he's like, he's like, I can't wait to watch this movie. And we're just like, I can't wait to make fun of Michael Jackson. Yeah. The whole time we just like, Jamona, and dude, he was getting so mad. Like, you could tell he was almost like, dude, I want to leave. Like, I'm trying
You know, look at all the stories we've talked about so far. We're like, half of them are just like, yeah, dude, you were so mad. We've already gone through a story of like all three of us, other family members, other best friends, of like us deliberately pissing somebody off. Oh my God, we're terrible friends to each other.
Yeah, it happens.
It's all good.
But dude, that wishing tree thing they just sing a song about.
I mean,
Remember the nose? The nose fell off.
Yeah.
Remember his nose fell off?
Oh, my nose.
Here's my father, Michael Jack Jefferson.
You're ignorant. You're ignorant. There's an actual interview, and I forget who did it.
He's in a tree. It's I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't remember the name of the person who interviewed him, but it was really weird. He's like, that's right. You don't climb trees.
Yeah. And he's
Can we go in
that
a
British
tree?
guy was interviewing him.
Can we
Yeah.
go in a tree?
Yeah.
I just feel more like a kid in a tree.
I'm gonna
He
climb
was-
these trees.
What? You don't climb trees?
Well, no, he was saying, he's like this. Michael, don't you find it a little strange that you are in the same bed with boys? Don't you think it's a little strange that you're sleeping with? He's like, well, it's all how you explain sleeping. It's not like I'm sleeping with him. You're ignorant. What we do is it's very charming. I have the boys come up and we read a little bedtime story, and I get some warm milk and some cookies. Everybody should do this. And the guy's like looking at him like he's nuts. He goes, you don't.
While they're in a fucking tree.
He's like, don't you find that a little strange? You're ignorant. Everybody should do this and make the world much better. Sleep. And he's like, sleeping with boys, Michael. It's not sleeping in the way that you were talking about, Michael. Sir.
Dude, the best part of that video is right after he's like, but you don't climb trees? And then
you don't climb trees.
he's talking about he's like, yeah, like, me and the boys, we get into water balloon fights and we throw water balloons. And the guy literally goes, so you get into balloon fights with these little kids? And he's like, no, water balloons.
That poor guy was so fucked up. You ever see documentaries on his childhood, dude?
Oh, yeah.
His dad used to make him go pick out a fucking branch that he's about to beat
Beat him
his
with.
ass
Yeah, his
with.
father
What
was-
the
his father was a
fuck,
dude.
dude?
His dad was a cunt.
Yeah, total douche. What was
I just start beating my dad with the fucking. You gotta fight back at some point, motherfucker.
Well,
Right?
I think he stopped hanging out with him. Once he started getting his own fame, he was like, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm not dealing with that guy.
Yeah, but
but
it,
he
it was
was fucked up
way too late, clearly. Although he was never that much of a weirdo during like all those badass times when he was like moonwalking, he was still black. You should just stay black, man. You should just stay black, dude.
Dude, how crazy is
Well,
that?
he can't.
Think
he-
about that
talks
shit.
they talk about him raping kids because, whatever, that's probably the biggest.
Because that's obviously way bigger than him
But,
going
like-
from black to white.
Bro, he made himself white, yo.
Well, he has a reason. He says, I have that. I forget what that disease is when you start
Yeah.
getting, you start
Your
getting white.
pigments.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like, well, I have that disease, and so I decided to bleach the rest of my body.
That could have been healthy.
Yeah, and I
That's
don't.
probably why he raped kids. They like fucking injected bleach into him like heroin, and that all of a sudden he's like, "I'm gonna rape some little kids."
He definitely wasn't like. That's what I'm saying. He wasn't like that when he was black, dude. I'm pretty sure so many people joke about that. Like, he's black, everybody loves him. He's the greatest dancer, singer, songwriter ever.
Bro,
He goes white, starts raping kids.
I used to troll. So like, I like trolling on a jukebox. Like, you could do it on your phone. I'll play stupid songs or whatever. Whenever Scott Paul, he used to bartend at Crows.
right.
Dude, it would be so funny because it'd be like really busy, and I'm like, oh, check it out, it's really busy. I'm gonna fuck Scott up, big time. I would put on any Michael Jackson song. Or he was big into R. Kelly too. I was like, like those were the
on you.
like he was in everything, but those were two things where I could be like, I'm putting this on. He's gonna ignore the shit out of customers. Boom, fucking Thriller came on. He'd start dancing and singing.
Like I loved going to the bar when he bartended, man. It was so
great.
much
The
fun,
atmosphere
dude.
was great, dude. I can't wait till it comes on.
Yeah, I'm hitting him up tomorrow, big time.
Yeah, please
keep
do.
going.
What? He's bartending there again?
No.
No, we're gonna have him on the podcast.
Oh, you're gonna have him on the podcast.
His album, I want to say, just dropped.
Yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, it's on Spotify because I really want to fucking.
He sings? He's a singer?
He's a singer and rapper, and he's fucking
singer,
good.
dude.
Dude,
Really?
He just helped book a show, or what? I don't know if he like booked the show himself or what he did, but he played it. Dude, he just played to like 3,500 people, like Wilmot Theater or something.
Wow.
He had a big rapper come through. Because he books big shows when they come through, and he like saves up money and uses life savings to book these. He puts it on the line when these big acts roll through. He books them and he plays them. He just played to 3,500 people.
Wow!
And he had backup dancers and shit and everything. Like
I'll play a little bit of his song just so you can hear his voice, but I won't play the full song because his album just dropped.
yeah, but I'm
Right,
dead.
right.
Play the shit out of it.
He's talented as fuck.
Is it on Spotify?
I bought it on iTunes for $10.
You know, I'll probably just buy it too. I should, anyways. I'll make the broad buy it too.
I know I'm not the only one who sees you when it's shining like the
Rise the sun. He can sing.
I need you for my own.
Dude, he's got a great voice.
Yeah.
And I ain't come alone, but I'm trying to leave with you. Can I stay quiet?
Yeah,
Oh, so he actually sings. That
Yeah.
boy
Yeah, it's
sings, man.
yeah.
I want to say he used to rap more. He's kind of like
Yeah.
he's kind of like a Drake, but I just think he sings more. You know, like
he
Drake,
sings
how
a
he's a
lot more.
rapper,
Yeah.
song, or
You know what's funny is
Singer.
his brother. He's a fucking what the
Matt
fuck?
Paul,
No,
Mike Paul.
I forget his name, but all right, Think Scrubs. He's a surgeon. His brother's like
Turk.
a big time surgeon in California. Makes me feel a little like he's got a better voice than Scott.
Really?
Yeah, he can sing. The boy can sing. But yeah, Scott's talented as fuck, man.
Do you think that eventually that's all he's going to be doing?
I hope so. Man.
That's what
Yeah,
he's
he's cool.
trying
He's
to
such a
do,
nice
and
guy.
he puts in everything
such a
he's
nice dude.
got
Yeah.
to fucking do it.
Yeah.
I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome because he just puts in that much work. He got fucked over a couple of years ago on the show, but I think not by the performer, not by the rapper, but the promoter like fucked him. He had to like. I never heard the full story from him. Maybe I'll ask him about it. Maybe he's allowed to talk about it. I don't know, because I think he told me that like it had to like go to court and shit like that.
Wow.
It was crazy because he
Yeah.
used his life savings to book these huge acts, but everybody comes out to see them. He makes his money back, but the promoter fucking him over. It's like he lost his.
All his money.
It was just fucking crazy.
Well,
But
music industry's a cunt, man.
yeah, but
Well,
I remember
you know.
I remember him posting pictures with the rapper though that he booked, like with arms around each
Right.
other. Like I want to say it was Fetty Wap if I'm not mistaken, but he was like, yo, he's like he was so cool about it, blah this thing. He's supporting me through the whole thing, like like it was just so cool. But Fetty Wap's actually like a really good person. I don't really like his rapping because he's like a newer mumble rap and that shit's garbage. But he's actually a really good guy. He like goes in the mall and like throws money at people and
that's
like
good. God bless
bought
him.
his best friend who he used to live in a car with a fucking like Ferrari when he got
Yeah.
like. He's just there's so much cool shit about him, but it's just what Scott Paul does, man. Like how much he puts in. Like I envy the like. I remember
he's got
being
commitment,
like that, and I'm like, just like, dude, I'm so happy you're still having the drive to do that because eventually you lose it. No matter how long it takes, fucking 5 years, 20 years, whatever. Like I always knew I didn't want to be like a professional, permanent touring musician, but if I could pull it off for a couple of years, I would have loved to. But dude, he just so much work and he's fucking so good. One day, one single, it's gonna fucking do it, and that's gonna be a rap, man. He's gonna blow the
deserve
fuck
it.
up.
Yeah, he's a nice guy and good looking too. He probably
Yeah,
gets the
big time.
broads, man.
Yeah, him and Mo Bigsley probably joke around like, man, whose dick's big? I don't know. Probably mine. I'd say mine, you punk ass. But you want to fire it?
Speaking of that, do you want to plug in Varabama?
Well, actually, I want to plug. I want to
Pug.
plug. I want to plug. I want to. I'm not drinking. That's the problem. I want to plug Rod, my music partner.
That's why you're
Well,
having speech issues. You need to drink.
What do you call the? Is it still Rivera Boma? Like, what do they call themselves now?
It's they went on. My whole band, including Rob Rivera, my music partner. The guys that played with us went on because I wasn't going to sing with them anymore. Actually, because part of it was the music scene. The last CD that I put out was pirated in Brazil before it actually came out.
Yeah, that's
so I
what
was just like,
happens,
a
though.
Yeah,
little-
that's
so I said
2018,
to-
brother.
So I basically said to Rod, I said, listen, I can't be investing all this money and then
I'm not
something
getting
like,
it.
yeah. So
And that's
anyway,
how it goes. Unless you're making money off touring.
yeah, I mean,
Which is what you have to do now, man.
I mean,
That's-
Rod and I made money off of our seconds. I Am God. We made enough money to be paying a lot of our bills, so that was really really cool. And we toured
crazy.
quite a bit.
Yeah.
But Rod went on to start a band called Dead Risen, and
Oh, so they're not doing your songs anymore.
no, and this album's almost done. The CD's almost done. And the kid who's playing drums is just like unbelievable. His double bass is insane, but he could actually play everything else up on top. He's insane.
Right.
So anyway, he this guy Will Shaw is who actually toured with Rivera Bomma down in Mexico a year ago because I just didn't want to do it.
Right.
Because it was Easter and all that kind of stuff, and he did a banging job on the CD.
Not
So-
for nothing.
yeah.
If you call the band Finn and Rivera, you would have been famous. I'm just saying. But,
Well, our name actually is Finnerty.
Yeah, we've
Am I
already we've discussed
We've been
that.
over it.
Hence the fudge and Finn. But
I remember Keith
you
getting
actually
so-
got told. Yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
That's right.
You told him the story right after we named the podcast.
Well, that's right. What did I called?
Yeah, tell your side because he's told his. So.
think
I was at work.
Yeah, I texted.
I was
Keith.
on the kitchen. I'm like, my dad's calling me. You're like, important news. I'm like, fuck it. Someone's dead or
Who
something.
died?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Everything.
I'm like,
who
guys, I gotta
died?
take this phone call. Watch Saute for a minute.
And it's your dad. So our name isn't what you think it was.
Finnegan.
Finnegan. Yeah, our name isn't Finnegan. Man, nobody died. I'm working.
And Keith said, as long as it's still Finn, it starts
Yeah.
with Finn.
So you
I think
lucked
that's what
out
he-
there big
That's
time.
what he texted me. So I texted him. I said, Keith, I gotta call you with the real name. I said, because it's not what I've been telling you all these years. And he goes, I think
I was like, oh my god, we're British. Fuck.
You know what? That would have been even funnier though. It just goes to like how like Eric Rowe even agreed. He's like, you guys aren't half-ass. You're three-quarter ass. Because we're just a bit. We're not like complete. Like we take things as professionally as possible as we can. But we're still like get to a point where we're like just fucking fat and lazy and drunk, and we're like, we ain't like really completing this. We're just doing it enough for us to, have it and do it. So, yeah.
But that sucks. Rivera Bowman broke up, huh?
well, no, we're not broken up. So I was over Rod's house. I took him out for his birthday, man. We ate like freaking kings.
I would love to get Rod on the podcast.
He's, I call him Barry White.
Rod suck toes? Or?
Dude, you gotta think of I could make a Twitter on
No
quotes
shower
that-
Sunday, lazy Monday.
Dude, like the shit Rod says, I'm just like, oh my god, you're so fucking funny. Like,
Yeah,
He was the one that said that, right? The
lazy Sunday, no work Monday. He was talking about eating ass. He's like, it's a lazy Sunday, no work Monday.
the pheromones.
Or no, lazy Sunday, no shower Monday. I'd still eat that ass. Or like something like that.
Yeah, Rod. So I took him out for his birthday, and we were talking about it. And I said, "Listen, you got to promote the new CD."
Right. Is
So,
it out?
They just finished. They're about to mix now, and they got great people. Like the people where they recorded was. Actually, we recorded part of I Am God there. It's down, I think it's in Sayreville. Eric Rachel. I forget the name of the studio. Tracks East. They did everybody. They did Hatebreed. They did Skid Row. Their first CD that made them hit Skid Row. What was that? Their
first album.
Is that the wow guy? Or no, is that
Skitty fucking row, yeah.
Yeah, so they have
Yeah.
Sebastian Bach. Yeah, right.
He was on Trailer Park Boys, right?
He
was
on Trailer Park-
awesome.
Oh, I thought
And
that-
A whole season of Trailer Park Boys he was on.
really?
They
they
were
were selling him weed?
Oh, I thought it was Michael Light, the guy from Rush.
well that was the thing.
Yeah, that
too.
was another one.
Yeah.
They
But that was an
kidnapped him.
episode. Sebastian Bach met the Trailer Park Boys at a train convention in America, and their weed was so good. He's like, I want to buy all your weed. so they sold him like so much weed, but the legal way to do it, because they couldn't go over the border, they made a train track, like a model train track through the woods over the border, and that's how they shipped Sebastian Bach's weed. It was fucking great.
Leahy, on a scale of 1 to 10, how fucking drunk are you right now?
Dude, I love that show. The guy with the
6.
shirt with the drink. It was with the white pants. What's he always got white pants on? He's got that fat belly.
Randy.
Randy
Bo Andy. So they just released an album, but are they like, obviously, you know, it's different singers. So he's more of like he's got like a raspberry voice, more of like not a good singer, but he's more of like a.
He actually had more of a clean voice, and I said to Rod, I said, listen, I hope this boy does this album justice that you're gonna. Because some of the songs that are on there, like he's doing one of the songs that I actually did.
Right.
They're doing a cover of Vera Bomma's
Which song?
I can't remember what it is, and he did a banging job. But I said to Rod, make sure this boy, you know, doesn't sound clean all the time. It's like Steve Perry doing thrash. I said, yeah, it's. But this guy, Will Smith, nailed it.
Yeah.
And Will Smith, not Hammer Time. Was it? What does Will Smith do?
He's an actor.
Jiggy. Get jiggy
Okay,
with
jiggy
get
with
jiggy
it.
with
No,
it.
no, 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 no.
No.
Miami.
So anyway, so once,
Marinimo, Miami. I don't know how to speak Spanish. I failed that shoot.
so when they're obviously going to probably tour because he's got some great players going on there, and then once that's done,
Is it still all the guys? Like
same guys.
Same exact thing.
Same guys, and they're gonna once that's done and it dies down a little bit, then Rod and I are gonna do a Christmas album. We always talked about it.
That'd be great.
Yeah, like a traditional Christmas
Get
album.
points set on that.
Points as best Christmas album known to man.
Yeah,
so.
that's so true, man. Next to Bing Crosby, actually. But remember Taz?
Yes,
Taz is a dad.
I know. I'm still Facebook.
Oh, you
friends
face
with
it?
him.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, remember he would just first of all eat every single fucking thing in our house. Right? I'd make a big meal and he'd consume almost the whole thing. And I'd be like, starving my kids.
You remember Taz, dude, because Taz was.
No, I do remember. Taz was
He was
awesome.
from Puerto Rico. He was the bass player for my dad's band, Rivera Bomma.
Yeah, he gave you that Yamaha.
I'm just saying in general.
All right.
But so like we would hang out with you would go to bed and me and Taz would get fucking weird. So like I remember like he'd be downstairs just fucking like ripping a bass. I remember it was me and you.
Six string player.
Yeah.
And
No,
we're-
I remember him very clearly. He was fucking awesome.
And we're like, and he was playing guitar. We're like, Dad, you play guitar? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, what are you playing? He's like, just soloing out Metallica. We're like, oh, okay, cool. And but yeah, the one he gave me a lot of lessons too.
Yeah.
But anyway, the one night, so like it was a couple months in where he finally was like, all right, he's just getting hammered and playing fucking video games and whatever. He's like, I think I'm warmed up. I could chill with him. So you passed the fuck out. You were sleeping, right? Tess was like, Keith, what are you doing tonight, man? I was like, we're going to get drunk on a boat. You want to come?
He's just like, yeah,
like,
I do.
Yeah. And so I forget who it
Was
was.
the Potter's boat?
No, it
You
was
said
like,
own a boat, right?
it was like, no, because Stoby stole his
Oh, it was
dad's
that
boat.
old.
So it was like me, Stoby, two other guys that you know, and we.
Have they already asked you to not mention their names? 'Cause I
No,
feel
but
like
I'm
you
just not
never
gonna-
mention their names.
Yeah,
I
I'm
feel
just not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
like. Gotcha.
So we all go onto the boat, and they're like, "Who the fuck?" Like they kind of knew someone was living with us, but they didn't know
Yeah.
like who he was. I'm like, "Hey, you care if Taz comes?" They're like, "Who?" It's like, "Yeah, he's living with me." They're like, "Yeah, I don't give a fuck, right?" So we get on this boat, and they're like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" He's like 40. He's fucking got the hair and the fucking barely speaks English. And
what
we-
nationality was he?
Puerto
Hawaiian?
Rican. Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican?
Yeah, and we get in a boat, and they're like, Taz, what's going on, man? And he was just like, give me a bottle. And we just got wasted on a boat.
Dude, Taz could fall asleep anywhere. When we were on tour, we were in Minneapolis, St.
That's
Paul
the
at
Challenger,
a huge
dog.
festival.
We saw the Challenger fall asleep standing up, and he fell on the ground. But keep going.
I love the Challenger.
I was right in front of
He's
my.
going
I thought he
opposite.
snapped his neck.
He's what? He what?
He's coming on the podcast.
Oh, no, very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
It's gonna be one angry episode. I can't wait.
So we were touring. We were in Minneapolis, St. Paul, and we were doing a huge festival, like huge. And it was like a cook tent, but the cook tent was the size of a football field. They had stations all over the place. But anyway, we eat breakfast, then we finally go on, and the concerts. We're done with our end of the concert. And And then so Taz, I mean, we wanted to listen to the rest of the shows,
Yeah.
bands. Taz pulls this gigantic 6-foot table out, collapses it, finds newspaper, and falls asleep right on that table, out for the rest of the night. That's where he slept. The boy could sleep anywhere.
Newspaper was the sheets.
He was so good at bass.
Yeah, dude, 6-string man, he was badass.
Dude, he was playing a 6-string fretless bass. He's like, Keith, come downstairs. I'm like, what's up? He's like, look at this new thing. It's a 6-string fretless. He's like, like all I was like, holy fuck. Because they say, I mean, you're a musician, right? The fretless, it won't make the tang noise when you hit the fret, but like it'll be off key, right? Is that how the fretless works?
Oh, you can't fuck it up. You have
Yeah,
to you have to play in the right spot,
Yeah.
but you don't like get the like clicking. It's just like, you know what I mean? Like you're just flowing, and you're just like all these like beautiful low tones are coming out with the fretless, and it's like there's no. It's like I don't know how to explain it besides that all the notes are like flowing together. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not like definitive, like with that perfect. You got to be really good to play fretless anything, dude. I've never bothered trying in my
He
entire
was playing
life.
a 6-string fretless bass, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Like just destroying it. I was just like, cool, man. Thanks for the Yamaha. Actually, Rod gave me the Yamaha.
Rod give you the Yamaha?
Oh, really? I thought it was Taz.
No, it was I believe
Taz used it though, right?
Taz used it. I think either you guys bought Taz a new bass.
Yeah, we did.
or-
We bought Taz a new bass, right.
And then Rod was like, hey man, here you go. And I was like, what? He's like, no, here you go. I was like, really?
Yeah, dude. Rod.
I remember that in the middle of Burn the Bridge, you had that wooden bass. The it was like
I'm
a Washburn or something.
indecisive.
Me indecisive.
Dude, indecisive. Dude, I love Burn the Bridge. I still play Burn the Bridge.
Big time mistake.
Oh, we have
Big time problem.
What do
we
we have?
have my buddy Palladino just came on. He gave us this.
Oh my God, how cool is that, bro? Yeah. Oh, dude, that is so cool. Dude, I love Burn the Bridge. It was great. Keith, you fucking banged the bass out. You were a player, Keith. No, you did, dude. You learned well. You learned well.
Remember when every time Burn the Bridge gets bought up, we shit on Jay? I love it.
Yeah, we hate Jay. Remember that time?
You don't even hate him, though. I mean, it's not that I'm expecting you to, but
Dude.
I have good reasoning to dislike Jay.
Here's a good reason I hate Jay, and I don't. But you were like,
yeah, we hate Jay.
You were like, hey Jay, like, I'm talking to you.
Yeah,
you were
yeah,
like,
I remember this.
hey, dude, let's do some vocal lessons, man. I'll give you some vocal lessons, and he like blew you off.
He blew me. He goes, I don't need vocal lessons. I'm already a vocalist. I'm like, you what? Hey, I said, you're out of tune half the time, dude. I could teach you how to use your diaphragm to keep you in tune when you're singing, doing the singing part, the singing parts. And he's like, I don't go out of tune. I'm like, okay.
He really said that to you, huh?
Yeah, he did.
Shunned him
We were,
off, dude.
we were a bunch of cunts back then. Him the most, clearly.
I was pissed about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
we
gonna
shut
offer.
him
I
off.
was gonna. I wasn't just like I'm saying. I'm gonna charge you for that. I figured to help
Yeah.
him out. You know.
No, yeah, obviously. I mean, fucking, we put a lot of time and effort into Burn the Bridge back then. So, the fact that you're a vocalist, a great one, and ours wasn't so much. So, you offering the help, and he was just like, "No, man, it's all just start now, man. I'll do it myself, man. Just be yourself. Make a sticker and a slogan, and for what reason, no one knows. Just
Yeah, I
sell
hear you.
stickers. What the fuck was?"
Dude, my buddy Sean, like I said, we can't say last name. He still he loves that song from you.
What song? What? My band?
In Blood?
In
In
Blood. Or
He still calls you. Who's the lead singer from Disturbed?
that guy. A lot of people. A lot of people send me videos of that guy because they think I look like him and I sound like him.
Well, you're just bald and you have a good
Bull,
voice.
a fucking earring.
But
You
I
sound
figured-
way better than that fucking fool.
He had a pretty good voice, man.
Yeah, he's
He
pretty.
had
good.
like one cool song. The rest of the songs are pretty.
He tried singing opera at one point. He tried to do something like that. I'm like, dude,
Stick to what you're good
Stick
with.
to what you're good at, man. Just don't try and do it.
That one song they had, Disturbed had about suicide. But I always like every time me
Yeah.
and Sean hang out, we listen to that song. And we're like, dude, Sean's like, it's your dad, man. That song's fucking legit, dude.
Yeah, dude, that is legit. Oh, speaking of Taz, man, our first video we put out was Riding High,
Yeah.
and also we flew Taz and we took a little bit of a sabbatical. So then we started kicking up again. We're gonna do a video. So we get this whole video production crew coming out.
And
to
that
Pennsylvania.
was the cheesy one, right?
Was it, I don't know. The first
I
one.
don't think your father thinks any of his videos are cheesy.
No, there is.
No,
that-
there's
yeah.
one that was super cheesy. It's just like my dad singing. They're like fucking in the background. There's like photoshopping and like highways. And
Oh,
shit.
that is the one. Yeah,
That's the one, yeah.
So there's a full blown like a full crew coming out to do this, right? So we fly for 2 or 3 days. We're going to be in Pennsylvania. We're going to do PAX Television. Because we were on there a lot. So anyway, we fly Taz out of Puerto Rico, and I didn't see him for 6 months, and he was so excited to see me. You know, Taz is a big guy.
Yeah, he broke your ribs, right?
He lifts me up and says, "Bomma, so good to see you." Pop! I'm like, Taz, you broke my fucking ribs. He goes, "Oh, Bomma, bullshit." Boom!
Oh my God, he went twice.
I went to my knees, and he says, "Oh my God, Bomma, you not kidding?" Because he broke in English. "Bomma, you not kidding?" He starts patting my head like a fucking dog. I'm like, "Get the fuck away from me, Taz." Anyway, so I have 2 broken ribs, and we couldn't cancel the photo shoot. I had to
of
cancel
course
the
not,
television. So we're in a graveyard. It's fucking 40 degrees out. The wind's blowing. And I have to, I'm doing movements with a freaking broken rib. But I got his ass back. He was living at the house again. I think we went back on tour, and he's living back at the house. And Taz smoked cigarettes like crazy, and I hated the smell of cigarettes. And he'd come into the house with his hair smelling like smoke. And I'm
we made him buy cigarettes all the time. We're like, Taz, here's $10. Get us cigarettes too.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure there's plenty of stories. That'll be the podcast number 2 with the dad here, because we haven't even covered anything yet.
It's a hotel room.
So anyway, Taz is like, he's smelling like smoke, and he's breathing. I'm on the couch, and he's behind me. He's like, "Boom." I'm like, "Taz, I'm fucking reading. Leave me alone. I gotta talk to you about stuff." I'm like, "What do you gotta talk to me about?" Just stuff. He was stoned out of his mind. He's like, "I gotta talk to you about
He was
God."
probably hanging out
Yeah,
with me.
he's right. So I'm like, "Taz, leave me the fuck alone. Go do something else. Go hang out with Keith." "Keith's not here, Bomma." All right, like that. So anyways, now at this point, he's in the front of the couch, and he's staring at. I said, "Taz, okay, if you don't get the fuck away from me, I'm gonna take this foot and this leg and this foot, and I'm gonna roundhouse kick you in a spot without getting up off the couch that's gonna collapse you." "Fuck you, Bomma." I turn around and I slapped him on the side of the knee. Pressure points there. He went down. He cried like a little fucking boy. True story. Breaking my ribs, Taz. My God. It's really.
I fucked your ribs up too when the Jets won.
Oh my God. That's right. Now that's why my son doesn't hug me to this day.
You got weak ribs there, JB. It fucks up with your ribs, man.
Well,
Gotta get him reinforced
he
ribs.
broke his ribs the first time we went up to Oma's when you were still married to my
3
mom.
times?
Yeah. I've broken my ribs 5 times, and it's usually when I'm performing. I did it as with playing Christ. A whole different other story, but
Clearly, we need like a GoFundMe for like some like Iron Man
Iron
fucking
ribs.
crazy ribs. Yeah,
Dude, literally, the Jets, I think they won the Can't Wait game. So it was the second year going into the AFC Championship, and we beat the Patriots.
yeah, right.
And I like grabbed you and picked you up, and you were like, and you're like, "Dude, you broke my ribs." I was like, "God, I'll go to church to beat the AFC Championship
Why do they don't
game."
stop? Like you think maybe it wouldn't be that bad or actually
Bro,
broken?
the Jets got into the AFC Championship
worth the
game. I
crack.
didn't care about his ribs at that point. I was gonna kill him.
You actually came flying across the room and like, boom! I'm like, that was in Vernon, right?
yeah, the swamp.
Oh my God.
No, they
Swamp.
got to the
That's right.
AFC Championship, right? They got to
Yeah.
it.
That was the game, the game-winning game. They went to the AFC Championship.
Game winning game.
Yeah, I don't know
one.
what I was doing there.
I know what you meant. I know what you meant.
Dude, remember we'd have like 30 people in the swamp, right?
Dude,
Poor
that
Philip-
apartment, man, that
Phyllis
condo.
and Michael up on top, they were so
Poor
cool.
neighbors.
Oh my God, they were so cool to allow me to, I warned them. I said, listen.
I watched the fucking Giants in the Super Bowl there, man. It's crazy.
Did you?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. That was the time. Here it comes. That was the time that you me and Nick hugged each other like a bunch of moes and fell over your dad's coffee table because the Giants won the
I don't
fucking
think
Super Bowl.
that didn't happen, right?
That was 2007. Oh, the father's playing
Never
like the
happened.
son. Well, guess what, cunts? I know what fucking happened.
Really?
You
Drinking.
bear hugged me because you used to be a Giants fan.
Really? Because
Along with a Jets fan, he liked the Jets more, but he did used to like the Giants. The Giants won in 2007. He hugged me and my friend Nick like we were blowing each other. We fell over your father's coffee table, dude.
Why would,
it was insane.
Why would my dad lie, man?
I would never lie.
Your
come on.
dad can't lie. He's just not telling
Exactly.
the truth.
So I have no
He's
idea.
not lying. He's just not telling the
no
truth.
idea what you're talking about. Is what I'm
You know,
saying.
you know how I became a Jet fan? Did I ever tell you that story, Dan Haggerty?
You may have, because I knew you used to like the Giants.
All right,
way
yeah.
back.
So I grew up as a Giant fan. My father.
Another former, I guess the apple does not fall
Well, here's the thing.
far from the tree.
So
I'm a rocket man.
Rocket man.
Something on the wing.
So my dad was a huge Giant fan, right? So, but I was always a closet Joe Willie's Namath fan.
In the closet.
So, who else wears a fur coat on the sidelines in 1968? I think it was.
The guy was like right on the
I
borderline
wanna
of rape.
kiss you.
Yeah,
I wanna kiss you. He's been
right on the borderline of rape, but not past it, so it's hilarious.
Dude, the
That's-
funniest part, and we'll get right back to your story, is
Yeah.
what Super Bowl was Joe Namath doing the coin flip for? It was recent, like the past 5 years.
Probably what the Patriots were, I guess.
Whatever it was, dude. So they do a coin flip. They put the coin and then they flip it. It's like a thing, and they give Joe Namath the coin. He's just like, ping. And you could tell he was hammered. They're just like,
Falls on the ground, right?
yeah. And they pick up. They're like, all right, Joe, get in the back, and then they give it to someone else.
Oh my God, they re-flipped the coin?
Yeah, dude. I think it was I think it was Denver versus Seattle the first time.
Is that the time where he said he wanted to kiss the broad?
No. I mean, that's back in the 70s or 69 when we won. No, this was literally within the past 5-6 years or so.
I think he did a kiss the bro. I think he harassed another.
That was 12 or 15 years ago when he did that. It was 12 years ago because he's been sober for 15 years. Ever since then, he went to rehab.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's been sober ever since.
Oh, it was that bad with him, huh? I mean, I guess it makes sense. But at the same time, you could do dumb drunk shit and not be a
yeah, but on public
alcoholic.
television, not on just worldwide television. It wasn't
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Do you remember when you were on Joe Namath TV?
Oh yes, that's true. Those broads, they were hot. Those broads, right?
We do have to get back to his story too.
Well,
right?
that's all right. Fuck it, doesn't matter.
Well, I just want to, because I don't know.
I don't remember what the story was.
I'm not remembering anything
All right,
either.
So Poppy was a big Giant fan, and then we'll get back to that, right? Poppy was a big Giant fan,
Oh,
right?
you're talking about how you became a Jets
Yeah,
fan.
and I was like, all right, I was cool down with the Giants. I was like, whatever, because I love Bill Parcells and I loved Leonard Marshall.
not?
Yeah, and I sold glasses to Leonard Marshall twice back in the day, and he's a big dude. Big dude.
They're all big.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
So anyway,
Chris Rock makes a great joke about it, but I will not say it.
oh,
But keep going.
so basically, there's nothing really to say. Basically, once my father died, once he
Why are you laughing?
once he died, I swear to God, this is how it happened. As soon as my father died, God rest his soul, Pops, all of the blue shit in my house fucking got tossed, just like when we burnt Darrell Reeves' thing in the fireplace. Everything I had that was Giant memorabilia got tossed in the fucking
So he
garbage.
has no clue about any of your Jets fandom at all.
My father?
Yeah, he had no idea.
He's probably rolling over in his. Well, he's not in a grave. He's in a. Oh, by the way, Keith, just so you know this, we're gonna put this on live. When I die, I don't want to be put in the ground. I want to be cremated, but I don't want to be put in a nook somewhere.
We get tossed somewhere, right?
No, I want to be on a mantle. I want to be somewhere in the podcast room.
Dude.
So we're gonna have an Irish thing. I can't be in the podcast.
Well, the only thing
room.
that sucks is I really don't want you to die while
Well, I'm
this
gonna die.
podcast is going.
I might die before you. So.
No, I don't think so. but
I think so. There's either one of us could go before you. That's a serious possibility.
You work out and do stuff.
Now I feel like shit though because you started working out again lately. And I'm like,
oh, that's good.
you fucking dick. Thanks. Now I fucking gotta.
I started working out. I don't even want. I'm not trying to get a 6-pack.
Yeah, but just even exercising.
I just want to work out
alone.
so my bang stamina is up. You know, you're banging a broad, and you're just like,
A broad, dude.
you're banging a broad. It's like, fuck me, I'm tired. My abs hurt. You gotta have that bang
My
stamina.
abs hurt.
You know what I'm saying? And then the
I hear
biceps
you.
got to be big.
Well, that's what you're
I
just
mean,
like,
look
all
at
right,
my
babe,
shirt.
switch it over.
Things I lift. That weight, that fork.
It's actually dem weights. Dem
dem weights.
I don't remember. I can't
Dan, are
read
you
it.
sweating?
No.
Or
I'll show
you're lactating, dude. No, you're lactating. You're
I'm the pregnant one.
He was pregnant. Can I see some of those
The
paper towels
condensation
there, Dad?
drips off the
so
glass
what's that?
under my
Have some of
nipple.
those paper towels?
A suckle of my
yes.
zipple.
Ziplet. Dude, we had a great time in South Carolina. Remember, you guys were doing drunk. Was it drunk mini golf? That was cool.
Shooter.
Jeff got some.
I love getting Jeff mad playing sports, man. When we would play one-on-one basketball before we go to work, whoo, I would just make these bullshit, like, who was that guy? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar fucking hook shots. Dude, I made one once. He literally was like, no fucking way. He was so mad. He could not believe it went in. It was like, because I was just not good at basketball. I never have been. So I would just fucking wing it half the time. So when I would make one of those, so fucking angry. And when Jeff, because like he's not gonna fuck you up because you're one of his best friends, but like you knew if like it was some random dude, he'd fucking beat it because he's a pretty. I wouldn't want to fight Jeff because he's a pretty stacked dude.
Oh, sure.
Like when he gets mad, it's actually kind of scary.
Anger issues.
But the fact that I'm one of his best friends, I just laugh at him when he gets mad. It probably makes him even angry. But oh my god, making the hook shot.
Bro,
What the fuck?
Do you remember the first time, like, you were good friends with him, like, for a while, right? Before I started hanging out with him again? Because there was that whole, I don't even want to talk about it, but
Right.
you became good friends with Jeff. And then we finally hung out together. And we watched Andrew Dice Clay's first stand-up.
Yeah.
And I don't want to go on Andrew Dice Clay, but I'll say the opening line was, so, I was on a line of bank, huh?
Oh no. He just opens up. He's like,
So I stuck my tongue up this chick's ass.
that's what he opens it with. Because then at the end of all of it, he's like, what else am I gonna do in line at the bank? So, dude, imagine if he actually stayed that funny, man.
Dude, he's worse than that now, dude. Like his
I'll have to check it out because he's got a show, I think, right? He's probably got a podcast too.
Dude, his stand-up now is like, and I really want to get back into this story. So remember Jeff getting mad at you playing Madden at his place, okay?
That's what we
why-
were on?
Yeah, that's what I was about to get into.
Oh, okay.
So, but dude, his new stand-up, like, he was on Joe Rogan. He's like, yeah, I do this new skit, huh? He's like, so I asked the people on the ground. I go, hey, man, how long have you been with your date? And he goes in this whole thing, and he's like, so let me ask you a question. You have a best friend, right? The guy's like, yeah. And he's with his girl. And he goes, does your best friend ever say, hey, man, I want to suck her fucking asshole? And the guy's like, whoa, like, he's like, no, that's never happened. He's like, what ain't your best friend then? He's like, if I was your best friend, he's like, I would go, listen, man, I would never do it, but I want to stick my dick in her ear hole, and I want her to suck my ass because she's a beautiful woman. You understand what I'm saying? He's like, if your best friend's not saying that, he ain't your best friend. He's trying to bang her. You gotta understand the situation. I'm trying to stick my tongue up her asshole, but I'm not gonna do it. It's like this whole thing, dude. He's like, I'm obviously butchering it, but like he's like, that's a best friend.
The way he talks.
He's like,
so
if
dumb.
they don't do that, they're not your best friend. They just think your chick's ugly and they don't care. Like, dude, it's so brutal, man. It's brutal. But anyway, going back to the Madden thing.
When I beat Jeff in Madden.
Dude.
Apparently that's where you were going.
Dude, so we're all drinking, obviously.
Obviously.
And it was me, Jeff, and Fudge. And we were just hanging out all day. Like, we all fucking had off. And we were just drinking at his house. And Jeff's like, "Did you want to play Madden?" Because he's fucking really good at Madden. But like, yeah, definitely, dude.
He has a fucking dude. His Madden League website worth $260,000.
What?
The domain, he's been using it for like the past like 12 years or some shit. The domain's worth like $260,000. He put it up for sale. He's offering it.
Jeff?
Yeah.
Why the fuck wouldn't he?
Yeah. Well, I even told him, I was like, dude, if someone lowballs you, just wait. That like Madden ain't going anywhere, dude.
No, it's not.
Like, and the fact that it's worth that much, I was like, pay off your mortgage and live like a fucking king, dude.
Seriously.
That's what he said. He's like, no, yeah, I got it for sale right now. He like showed me his phone. It shows on the website. It's like worth like on GoDaddy. It's like it's worth like because that's what happens. I guess if it's there for a while and like the hits, you search like Madden Football League or something like that. It's like the top, like it's like the third or fourth thing.
What
that pops
is
up.
it that he owns?
It's he does a Madden League. It's like an on.
It's like a website. that he
Okay.
has.
Yeah, it's MOFleague.com, I think is what it is. And it's a website that he does and he updates because he has Madden leagues where they all buy the new Madden and then they have like fucking, kind of like March Madness. It's like they have seasons and then they have playoffs and whatever. And they fucking play like great, but they've just been doing it so long. The website, the domain is worth so much money.
Wow.
So, one day EA or some shit might be like, yo, we need to fucking buy this thing from you. Like, he might get some serious fucking cash.
Hopefully, man.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah.
But I beat him in Madden. He was
So
pissed.
the point is, Jeff's really good at Madden, like on PlayStation, whatever. Probably Xbox. I don't remember what it was. No, Jeff was always PlayStation. So the one night, he's like, "Let's play Madden." I'm like, yeah, definitely, dude. So we're playing. He beats me like big.
It was
time.
during the. I remember I skipped
It
going
was
to
definitely
work.
yeah.
Well, not work, but it was weekend work. It was like extra weekend
I
work.
probably offered you Chinese food.
Yeah, I was supposed to go help out with some bullshit. My old boss is just a dickhead anyway, and it deserves a lot of bad things.
Back
to happen,
in
so I don't mad, feel bad
this,
skipping.
this was before that, brother.
No, it wasn't. I remember the exact time. I was
no,
supposed to
you're
go
right,
in and
you're
do
right.
some weekend work.
right, and
But
you
it
were
wasn't
like
a big deal, and I was just like, I'm not going to come in, man.
So we would just get hammered, and so Jeff beats me, and Fudge isn't good at Madden, right? You know what I'm saying?
Nope, not at all.
And for some dumb reason, Fudge just pressed every button perfectly and beat Jeff, who's like a competitive, everyday, like Madden, like 40 games a day player. Dude, he was pissed.
He was definitely fucking not happy.
He's like, dude.
It was like
rematch.
13-10. It was like 13-10, dude. Like, it wasn't like some crazy. Like, I just ran the ball and yeah, I don't know, but it's funny. He got really pissed. He got more pissed at that than the hook shot. I think the hook shot he got pretty mad, but it was momentarily compared to rematch, motherfucker.
All right, Dad, give us a good story. Puerto Rico. When you're in Puerto Rico, you got a good story.
Yeah, we
that you
promise
talk
we
about?
won't interrupt them this time. Every
G-rated.
story he's told, we
Or, yeah,
G-rated.
G-rated.
What, in Puerto Rico?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
as upon your request, G-rated,
I don't
because
know, I'm
we are
asking.
nowhere near.
Yeah, no, I
no,
want-
motherfucker,
I
we're
want double
TBMA.
R-rated.
We're TBMA. We're triple X up in this bitch.
No, we'll keep...
So I was sucking at toes, right?
Because I can think of stories of you banging broads. Are we not allowed to talk about that?
Listen, let's get back to South Carolina.
There's some shit there too, JB.
That's what I'm
Shit
saying.
happened.
Well, at least that story...
Hey, you pussies! Look at these nudes. I'm going back on the beach.
Remember that?
Oh, I fucking remember.
Yeah, what was that? That lady, she was like 900 years old, but she had a
Dangerous,
body
she called
of
Fucking
herself.
crypt keeper, son.
She called herself dangerous.
She calls herself dangerous.
You were doing what you had to do to get the younger broad's breasts in the photo.
Yeah, I got that done.
They. I never met somebody who was able to do shit like that,
we were
man.
like, where'd my dad go?
In public too,
And we
just
we're
whipped
like,
about
he's
in
over there with
public.
Those two broads. And you're like, hey, I got these titty pics. What?
Yeah, dude, that old bag wanted to take me home. She had a rocking body. And something told me to stay away from it. She got arrested that night.
Yeah, it may have been. I do remember that.
I want to say like from the neck down, it was like pretty decent, but neck up, meth.
Oh my god,
head.
no, she was just like Leatherface.
like meth head.
Yeah, dude, total meth head.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
something.
Dude,
Do they have
you
meth
really
in South
like-
Carolina? Because she definitely
It's
looked
everywhere.
like.
Do you really like, what's your name? And she's like, dangerous. We're all like, what?
It got so obnoxious. You remember I had to have, I don't know whether you told her that I was gay.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
telling her you were gay big time.
Yeah.
She's literally like, so you're like, what's your name? And she said Dangerous or whatever. And you're like, no, like really though, like what's your name? She's like, there's my name, motherfucker. Like I go to the bank, I say I'm dangerous. I'm making a deposit. And we're like, oh shit. And then we started talking. I was like you went to go get a beer. I was
Broad she was with seemed normal. I think she was like our age or a little bit older.
She was your age. She was around your age.
yeah.
What was she doing with that meth head? Because she didn't look like a meth head.
She was okay. So she was dating. No, she wasn't dating. There was a guy that brought the two of them down. I think the guy that brought the two of them down was Leatherhead was the mother of that guy, and she was just came over.
Yeah, that took a sec for it to hit me, but that's fucking hilarious.
Leatherhead. That's so good.
She looked fucked up. It makes sense.
So what do you want to know? Where do you want to know? Puerto Rico? Do you want to know Minneapolis, St. Paul?
Whatever you want, man.
Did we miss anything from South Carolina before we move on? Because I know we've told a lot of
missed
stuff.
What
lot.
the power hour, man? I thought that's where I X-laxed you.
No,
that was Omen
upstate.
Opus. That was Omen
Oh,
Opus.
what was I?
You were sneaking it on like the 27th shot. I finally noticed.
You literally
Makes
had
me feel-
27 shots
I-
of fucking Benefiber.
Why did I do that to you? I think you got me mad or something.
Well, because Fudges, he's like, hey, JB, you're standing up.
Can you give me a beer?
I was a cunt back then.
You were. I
guess,
gotta
huh?
take a piss, boys.
Yeah.
Oh, now you're up. Now, okay. Can you grab me 2 beers, a rack of ribs, and some onion dip,
say a rack of ribs myself.
and some chips, please? I'd appreciate since you're up.
Since you're up.
You know, I appreciate that if you
At
would
least
do
you
that.
said please. I mean, you're very.
I have
very-
some fucking manners,
You
all
do
right?
have
Give
some
me a
total
break.
manners, man.
Yeah, you know, I guess it just... in my defense, you guys would rip on me like crazy.
I would?
Well,
Did I scar
dude,
you?
the entire foundation of like our friendship is like we don't take it as like insult when we make fun of each other, no matter
Right.
how bad it is,
No,
because
of course not.
it's just an understanding. So, I mean, obviously, there's going to be some times you're like not in the best mood and like you're getting ripped on, no matter whether it's like your best friend or not. You're just like, I want to fucking do with this right now. Shut your fucking mouth, man. Like, eventually, like you start being like, all right, fuck this, man. There's free booze all over the place. Fuck these guys. I'm drinking this shit. Give me French onion dip, motherfucker, right now. Okay, I bought this flask of pop off, so I'm going to require chips and wings and onion dip. You know, whatever it was, but
Yeah, dude, we ate like champs in South Carolina. Do you remember the cheese? I found a cheesesteak place down there. Do you remember eating cheesesteaks?
I do, but unfortunately, it's such a long time ago, man. A lot of it's very vague now. Like there was random things I remember. I just remember just fucking having a good time and like
Oh, man, we had a
waking up, taking like
great
5
time,
shots
baby.
before we even get on the beach.
Oh yeah, dude, I was freaking.
That was a
bloody mad
terrible-
shots. The what?
Yeah, that was a terrible thing we started. It was like we can't go on the beach till we have like 5, 6
Yeah,
shots.
didn't we have rules?
Just in the elevator,
rules, yeah. We
have rules.
in the elevator, like slowly getting obliterated from just taking 5, 6 shots in like 5 minutes right after breakfast at like fucking 9, 10 a.m. Like, oh, we could go to the beach without 5, 6 shots.
Dude,
My dad would pick up. Why?
My dad picked up breakfast sandwiches. We would eat them. And then me and you would do 6 shots. And he'd be like, I'm not doing shots. I'll make a Bloody Mary. But he had a pint. And he just kept pouring the vodka in there. There was like a splash of Bloody Mary mix. We're like, well, I guess we're even.
All right, I got a story from we're in California touring with Rivera Bomma, and so we just literally finished this concert. Right, we're in Anaheim. It's not the greatest place in the world, right?
It happens.
Yeah. So I got glitter on my face still. I was married, the
hot.
makeup, the glitter. So anyway, we're just chilling in the room, and then all of a sudden, when we get up to the hotel, and there's cops all over the hotel room, all over the hotel. I'm like, fuck, what's going on? So anyway, we get up to a room, no problem, whatever the case may be. So then we get to the hotel room. We have like 3 hotel rooms. Rod and I are hanging out, and all of a sudden, this. Let me backtrack. We rented a car to drive all over the place, right? And so, for some reason, we didn't get insurance on the car. That starts it off. We didn't get the
Don't
insurance.
ever do that.
Don't ever
always
do-
get the insurance.
We always get the insurance, even though your insurance covers certain things. Your private insurance always
It's like
get the insurance.
$6. It's
It's so
You
get it. You get
always
it.
got it.
no, we don't need it.
So anyway, we're settling down in the room, hanging out, and there's a huge fight going on three rooms down, and there's this Asian guy just flipping
15 minute,
out.
you know me,
Hello, right? So they're screaming and yelling, and then finally, he comes out, and he's obviously on crack, and his buddies are
Obviously.
making fun of him. So he tries to grab one of his friends and throw them off the second. Because we're 2 stories up.
Oh, my
right? And they're
God.
they just can't. He's literally trying. Now, mind you, he's on crack.
Can't
he's-
fuck with a crackhead,
He's
man.
trying to throw him over, and at one point,
I'm on crack, round eye.
at one point, he does the karate kick. I swear to God, does the karate
praying mantis,
thing,
bro.
and goes because it was a community balcony. He comes running down, doing towards his friends. His friends are laughing, and that's when he tries to grab the kid and throw him off. Anyhow, he goes back into the room. He grabs a TV, and it's not a flat screen TV. It's
in
one of
the
those
day.
big old.
Yeah,
junk-
yeah.
He takes the TV and tries to throw it at his friend, misses his friend's head, and all of a sudden I see it going down over the balcony in slow motion, and I'm like with Austin Powers. No! The TV crashes the whole windshield and the front nose of the car.
Of your guys' car. Oh my God.
And so I was pissed. So anyway, I wasn't grab the guy. I was so pissed off. All of a sudden, the cops come.
Never grab a crackhead, man. You
That's
know.
what I didn't know. So check this out. There's about I'm no kidding,
I didn't know to not grab a crackhead.
5 to 10 cops come flying in, and I'm so pissed off. I go running downstairs to grab the first cop.
Yeah.
And he sees me with glitter on, high-heeled boots, doesn't know what, he thinks I'm running at him. He tackles me,
Oh my God.
puts me in handcuffs. I'm like, I said, you fucking kidding me? I'm the one who called the cops. One of us called the cops. I'm from Rivera, Bomma. He goes, I don't give a fuck where you are. You were running at me. He goes, just stay here. So he's got me on the thing. So they go, and I'm handcuffed, right? So I'm watching from being on the side of the cop car, and this Asian decides to fight all the cops. He again decides to do the whole thing. He does this thing, and they bring a taser out. They're
Nice.
like, they're like, we're gonna
I
not,
love watching people.
we're
get
gonna not
tasers.
gonna shoot,
I wish I could see that in real life. I
not
would
gonna
love it.
shoot. And the guy wouldn't stop. He tried to punch the cops, so they tased him. He goes down, gets up, and starts going at the cop. They tased him 5 times until they finally
Yes,
arrested him.
People can take it sometimes. That's
Yeah,
that's
it was
crazy
all,
thing.
Crack.
all cracked up.
Crack.
So the car.
It kind of explains it, gentlemen. Crack. This guy sounds awesome. I love this guy already. I would invite this guy to,
So,
Not
yeah,
here.
Totally totaled the car. And that's the story with that one.
So what? I'm guessing you have to pay. He had to pay probably for your. fucked
What
up
happened
car.
is we went after him legally, and then there was they were actually going to fly me out to California as a witness. I'm like, great, on the Fed's money. That would be awesome. Because
No big
apparently
deal.
this kid was not just doing methane or whatever, crack. He was really some pretty heavy dude that they arrested. So yeah, that was my experience in California. That was
I need to get out to Cali at some point, man. I want it so
going
bad.
out to Cali.
We got
Cali.
We go sleep. Pat Dens, man.
California.
So what?
No that
We
upon.
sleep Pat Dens. Pat was literally like, "Do you guys go come out?" I was like, "It's me and the bro." I was like, "Can we crash at your place?" He's like,
He means me. He means me and him.
"He was like, nah, man, there's no space."
What?
I was like,
Pat
all right.
Den move, dude.
I was like, all right, man, I'm not coming. But like, literally, like his apartment, where his house he's staying at, like, there's no space. He's like, you can sleep on the couch if you want. I was like, yeah, man, we're not coming.
We're not coming, Pat. In fact, how dare you, Pat, steal Beaker all these years? That was very, very bad.
In his defense, when he came here, he slept like on his backpack in the corner of the podcast room.
Fuck him.
When this place wasn't even painted, there was like cans of paint, like paint on the floor and shit all over the place.
If I saw me and Pat, we were at the swamp, and right before Michelle and her ex-husband moved into the swamp.
Yeah.
So my jiu-jitsu instructor showed us how to. This sounds bad for my instructor. Like, yeah, I showed him how to rip fucking phone books.
The phone books, yeah.
But like, it was literally like a Sunday day, and no one showed up. It was like me, the second instructor, and the other second instructor. So like, the main guy was there, and we were rolling for a little bit, and he's like, we got into like conversation. He's like, yeah, I've ripped phone books. And he's like, I'll show you how to rip a phone book. So like, I learned how to do that. It's not strength. It's just it's actually pretty easy. You could do it big time. My hands are too small to do the big ones, but I'll show you. So we go into the swamp, and like Michelle's husband's like parents were coming. You were fucking showing up. My mom. But me and Pat just got wasted the night before. I was like, dude, can I show you how to rip a phone book? So we were just ripping phone books. So we left, right? We left early. They show up. They're like, oh, check out the new apartment. That's like our first place to live in. There's beer cans everywhere. Vodka bottles everywhere.
Ripped phone books.
And just rip phone book all over the floor, dude. And they're like, oh, you in here?
And everybody lets you slide on all this bullshit your entire life.
Because they know
man.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, dude. Not that we're
I
going to
don't
get
get
into
it.
his childhood, because we'll leave
We
that
don't
to
have time. We're already at like 2 hours.
I know,
and
we're
40
almost
minutes.
out. So we got to do it stage 2. But the funny part is every time that I get called down to the school, you all right with this, Keith?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
every
sure.
time I get
We've actually talked about this, but keep going.
Yeah, we all right. So I'm repeating myself.
No, do it.
Keep going.
We want to hear your side. Do it.
It got so bad. It got so bad with the situation with Keith and his fucking pranksters, things that he was doing on, that I finally said to the staff, said, listen, I'm gonna come down here once a week. Don't fucking call me unless he blows the school up. Don't fucking call me. I'm coming down once a week to meet with you guys. All right? So we're going to meet once a week.
I was such an ass. But I was funny. I was never
I was hysterical.
But yeah.
So I don't remember what you did, but it was something so ridiculous. And I remember having to reprimand you in front of everybody. But I remember in the back of my head, almost every single time, but in the back of my head, this one particular thing, I was cracking up because I did the same fucking thing in high school. In fact, everything he has done in high school, every time I found out what he did, I'm like, oh my God, I did the same fucking thing. Dude, I used to make money all the time. I didn't have money. I would snort salt. I would snort sugar. I would eat gigantic sandwiches for pay. Oh, you can't do that. I can't. You think he came up with that? I came up with that. I can't.
This is good. I love the fact that you're like, no, Keith thinks he's funny. I'm the one who's funny, you fucking dicks.
Well, I'll never forget. I'm pretty sure this is what I talked about on the podcast at some point. But I was a senior, and it was probably about years. I slapped some kid in the ass. Like, just to be a dick. And, like, so I got in trouble, and my teacher, God bless her heart, fucking Miss D. Miss D, because
Well, no, there's one.
there's two of them. There's one I can say, and there's one I can't say.
Right. Right. So we'll leave it at that.
Good story, though.
Great story. I'm proud of you, son. That's all I got to say. Very proud of you, son.
So
anyway,
she goes to me. She's like,
I love, like, oh, God, I love it. The story gets brought up. I love it. All right, go ahead.
so she goes, holy shit, it's daylight still. So she goes.
I've been thinking that for like an hour and a half. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta go home. Like, what's happening?
She's like, we have to talk. I'm like, okay. She's like, I heard that you were in gym class and you were and you slapped some kid on the ass. And I lost it, right?
You just laugh right in her face.
I'm like, I'm sorry, guy. I'm like, sorry, Miss D. Like, it's funny, right? So she goes, and she loved me the best because, like, all the people, well, not all of them, but like a lot of those people I was the classes were like real cunts. Like they would just break shit and like fucking get in fights. Whatever. You know what happens. You know, they're all good people. Everyone's good people, right? But I was just a dick. Like I never fought anyone. I never burnt something down. Like I was just being a dick.
Right.
So she's like, I have to call your father. I can't even tell it straight. She's like, I have to call your father and say, your son slapped someone on the ass. Some guy on the ass. And I remember looking at her. I was like, wait, I'm tearing. I'm like, wait a second. Oh, you're going to call my dad and you're going to tell him exactly what you just said. And she's like, yes, I have to do this. I'm dying. I'm like, I can't wait. This is great, right? So she calls him, does the whole spiel or whatever.
So your son, right?
Yeah, she does the whole thing. And I'll never forget, you had to like yell at me or whatever when I got home.
I yell at me with the quotations for those who can't see, which is all of you.
And you were literally like, all right, son, we gotta sit down and talk. I'm like, oh, here we go. I'm like, in the back of my head, I'm like, oh, please don't laugh, right? I'm trying to like... And you were in the band this time, and you guys always joked about the gay, you know, like every dude does.
Right,
like the gay thing, right? And you're like, I know me and Rod. You know, sometimes I'll slap his ass and joke about it.
I can't even get to the story, man.
And I'm like... And you go, and you're like, you can't do that in school. You know, you can't be slapping people. I'm just tearing. I'm like, yeah, Dad, I got you or whatever there, bud. Like that's how this shit happened. Like, I was never like a dick. Like it was just always stupid shit. Like,
I remember they called me down because you. This is fucking brilliant. I don't know how you did this. I get called. They call me down. All right, your son did blah 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 blah. I'm like, I'm in the middle of a fucking meeting. Like I'm selling. I was a salesperson. I was an outside salesperson at that point. I'm in the middle of a fucking huge meeting. I get the phone call, and I said, oh my god, I gotta leave. And you know whatever they were understanding about that, but so I have to leave this meeting I'm doing and go to the school. And apparently, what he did was. You're going to have to refresh my memory, but apparently he did something to where a teacher started chasing him. He's running around the whole school, and somehow, some way, he figures out, I don't know how you did this, you came up with some kind, you run through these double doors, and you get a chain, and lock the people that are chasing you down the hallway out, and you're just like basically I'm exaggerating a little bit, but basically it's like with the finger out.
So here's what happened. So the teacher's name I can't speak.
Yeah,
was chasing
Always
me and
funny.
my buddy Kyle. Because so here's the thing: when you went to high school, like they have those fire alarm drills, which is dumb. I understand they do it for whatever. But like that just, we heard that drill, we're like, oh, we're going to fuck some shit up, right? Because there's no school going on at that point. Nothing, there's no teaching going on. Everyone just has to stand the fuck outside. So we're like, yeah, this is our moment, baby. Can't wait for this shit. So that whole shit happened. And then getting everyone back into their classes, it's a big deal. Like, it's a lot of shit going on. So I remember going, I'm not going back. And also my buddy Kyle was like, yeah, we're not going back. Fuck them, right? So I forget what we did. I'm pretty sure a teacher was like, oh, where are you guys going? We're like, yeah, whatever, lady. Like, she's like, you have to go to class. And we're like, yeah, whatever. And we would just sprint. That was our move. We would just sprint. Like, oh, they can't yell at us if we're fucking sprinting away from them, right? And I was dating this girl at the time, which was funny. I was like sprinting down the hallway. I was like, hey, what's up, babe? Gave her a kiss and ran. And she was like, everyone was like, who's that? And she's like, that's my boy. So yes, we were getting chased for like a good 20, 30 minutes. So this one teacher was she was out for
I
us.
can't believe after that long they just still kept chasing you.
I know. So
Why
dumb.
would they just get a little strategic about it and just meet you in a hallway somewhere? Like what? Chase? I'm
they-
running after nobody. Dude.
Well, they didn't. They never wanted us to leave the school.
Right.
That was the thing.
Right.
So they didn't want to like corner you because if you left the school, that's a whole different ballgame. So we run down the stairs, and this one teacher I can't talk about is chasing us.
Let me stop for 1 second. I am so proud of you, son.
proud. So proud. So
It's like the best story ever.
it's the best moment of my life. Anyway, so we're running, right? So you remember there was corridors, so there was the doors, and you would hold them open with a magnet. And most of the time, most of them were on the magnet, and they were open, right? So you could go in and out. So we ran down these stairs. None of them were open. We literally slid across the floor, grabbed the door, pulled it on the magnet, and then hid behind the door and the wall. And the person chasing us went running down the stairs, like right through the door we were holding, and just kept going. And we were just sitting there like, really? Like Bugs Bunny, dude. We were just like, really? That really worked? It was a great time.
One final Keith story, because it looks like we're probably wrapping things up, right?
Yeah, we'll do one more
Guess-
story. And
I mean,
then,
we're at 10 of.
Yeah,
10
so
of 3
I got to do a
hours.
Keith time.
one more story, then you got to sing a song.
I got to sing a song.
Yeah.
gonna
And then
be-
do
you're
the
gonna like
song. But keep going.
All right. So, do you remember how we got how the hole in the wall in your bedroom got?
Yeah. You threw the Millennium Falcon through the wall.
I'll never forget. Keith was. I don't know how you were probably still. You were. It was probably. It was
I was
not
probably
high
like
school.
14.
Yeah, it wasn't high school yet, but you were strong as all get go, right? And I had to get this guy off to school. He never wanted to go to fucking school. So at this point,
Yeah,
he did never want to go to school. So at this point, like he's being so defiant. I am wrestling him, right? And of course, back then I was in good shape. I was running major miles, so we're wrestling for like probably 15 minutes. I pull his fucking pants on. One leg I get it on. By the time that leg was on, he had it off, and he. Had the
You
other.
were fucking. You were
I
a
was
cunt,
cunt,
right?
dude.
So I
You
was
were a
such a
cunt,
fucking
dude.
kid, I'm sweating. I'm like, I gotta fucking work. I can't drive you to school. And you're like, well, then just let me fucking stay home. I'm like, you're not staying home. You're gonna go fucking school right now.
Why'd you want to stay home? You just being a cunt?
Just being a
I just
cunt.
wanted to go back to bed.
I wanna go back to
I
bed.
wanted to listen to Howard Stern in the morning. That's what it was. Howard Stern was still on radio.
Yeah.
FM radio.
Yeah, it was
like, I'm not going to
K-Rock.
school.
It was K-Rock.
Listen to Howard Stern on K-Rock, boys.
Yeah, so dude, I'm wrestling him until finally I realized I wasn't getting anywhere. So I took he had a, was it the
It's a Millennium Falcon.
Millennium
It was like
Falcon?
a toy Millennium
right.
Falcon. It was big.
It was
dude.
big. I took the fucking thing and I threw it against the wall. I think I just missed his head. And it goes through the wall. And at that point, he looked at me, I looked at him, and I'm paraphrasing now. I think his thing was, I guess I better go to school.
After your Millennium Falcon gets thrown through the
The
wall.
funny part about that was there was a whole other crawl space.
Yeah.
Crawl space. So I would fuck my sister. We get hammered and like go through the hole in my wall, which was never fixed. Like there was just a hole in the wall the whole time.
I never fixed it.
Yeah. So we would crawl in there, and there was like a huge, almost like an attic, and we could crawl to my sister's room on the other side. And we would like knock on the door, and she was like knock on the wall.
You are so evil.
Yeah.
The first time that probably fucked with her so
For sure.
bad.
And then
dude.
she put dog shit in my pillow.
I didn't know she did that.
Good for her.
Yeah. We were hammered one night, and she was trying to sleep. We were like,
Probably laughing all drunk.
yeah, we're just fucking with her, trying to be ghost or whatever. And then
Ghost?
yeah, what was his name? French fries. Our dog.
Yeah,
was
French
named
fries. Yes, French fries. Yeah.
Took a shit. On
Hey,
the floor.
Frenchie.
She picked the shit up and put it in my pillowcase.
That's fucking hilarious.
And I was so hammered, I laid down. I was like, what the fuck?
laying on shit.
Ah, that was just shit pillow, dude.
Did you throw it away? You kept the
Oh,
pillow?
for sure, dude.
All right. I don't know. Maybe
No,
you
it's like
watched the pillow.
if you saw the Caddyshack, Bill Murray in the pool at they drain the pool. He goes
Go
to eat the
brown.
shit. The lady almost had a heart attack. Snickers, something like that, right?
Another funny story, real quick. This will be the last story, and we'll do a song. I was grounded, or whatever the fuck it was, right?
Fucking grounded.
Oh, you cunt.
I snuck in my two buddies, who you know, but we won't name them, in my bedroom. I'm like, yeah, my dad's working, right? So we're drinking in the bedroom. And I was grounded or whatever. And all of a sudden you were home. We're like, oh, fuck. Right? She's like, what the fuck's going on there? And you were good. You never came in a room. You'd always knock and be like,
Cordial.
what's going on there,
Yeah.
right? So I'm like, nothing. Just playing video games. You're like, I think I heard a voice. It's like, oh, it's the video games. And you're like, you got 5 minutes. Come downstairs. I have to talk to you. I'm like,
my
oh,
God.
fuck. And I look at the two guys.
Making
I'm
sure
like,
you weren't beaten off, dude.
I'm like, I look at him.
Throw
I'm
him in
like,
the closet, bro.
no, dude. There was no, like, he was going to talk to me and then come the fuck in and see what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm like, guys. And we're on the third story. at
Third
this point.
story.
Oh my god.
I'm like,
You gotta leave.
I'm like, here's the deal. You guys got to go. And they're like, how are we going to sneak past them? I'm like, we're going to have to make a rope.
You did this.
I swear to God, dude. I'll swear on anything and that this happened. I'm like, all right, we're going to make a rope out of blankets.
You made these dudes crawl out of your...
Dude, so
They weren't even getting pussy and they had to climb out of a window. These poor guys.
3 stories up. I'm like, think about this. We're like 16.
I wouldn't do it.
I'm like, you guys, they did, bro. Dude,
I'm
he
afraid
was-
of heights. I
he was-
would have just got yelled at. I would have been like, hey, JB, sorry.
Yeah, well, you would have been a bad friend.
Yeah, and I would have been an alive friend.
They're still alive. So I'm like, all right, so we make this rope, dude, right? I don't like you're probably sitting outside drinking like these fucking idiots. I know they're in
Drinking
there,
my
right?
beers.
So we make a rope and we're out the window. Their neighbors are probably like, all right.
Tell him the next day, but you still do it anyway.
So no, I this is the first time I'm telling him. So
Yeah, I don't know the story.
Oh, that's badass.
Yeah.
yeah, so so we make this rope. It was pretty much to the bottom of the house, right?
All right.
So
What'd
I'm
you
like,
tie it to in the room?
we tied it to my bed.
That's not heavy enough.
I know. So
It ain't going to go out the window.
So Matt goes first. He's like, really, dude? I'm like, yeah, dude, you gotta go. He pictures someone. So
grappling down your fucking siding with a fucking blanket for a rope. Yeah, it's fucked,
so
dude.
he's holding the rope. He's legit outside the window, holding on the rope. His feet are on the siding, and he's holding on. He's like, I don't think I could do this. I'm like, dude, you're literally
The hardest
holding a rope.
part is done.
Yeah, I'm like, you're literally doing this. He's like, all right, cool. And he starts going down. He gets to like the second story, slips, fucking falls on the ground. And me and Kyle were like, oh no.
You're next.
We're like, you cool? He's like,
I know what you're talking about. So
the
I'm just
rope
picturing
actually
him.
held up. He was a dick. He lost his grip. So dude, I thought he was dead, dude. I was like, oh no. So Kyle does
fucking
it.
killed him.
Kyle's like, that kid's whack, bro. And he goes right out the window, just shimmies out the side. I pull the rope up. I'm like, hey, Dad, what do you want to talk about?
How long did that take? Were you within 5 minutes?
20 minutes.
What was I yelling? Did I yell at you?
I don't remember what you're yelling at.
That's beautiful. You never even knew. That's great.
That's a brilliant. That takes the cake.
Yeah,
man.
we almost killed 2 people because you yelled at us.
Yeah. Well, where he was climbing out of that window, that spot, there was like not a crawl space, but it was like almost like the size of a sidewalk.
Yeah,
that
it
had
was
gravel
small.
on it. It was
Yeah.
gravel. And then the gravel was 4 feet. It was a retaining wall 4 feet above my neighbor's property, which was just made out of boulders.
Yeah, it was a bad idea.
So he totally must have like cracked his
He-
body on that.
He was cool. Like, he was young enough and drunk enough to be all right. But yeah, Kyle was like, yeah,
awesome.
dude, you're a fucking idiot, man. Just crawl down it. Just rappelling out of my window on the blanket sheets. The blanket never gave, though, dude. The blanket held strong.
You guys were all skinny then. Well, I mean, they're probably still skinny. But
Maybe, yeah, bro.
try to do that shit now, dude, where the whole bed's flying through the window,
the whole
taking out
fucking
the
house
framing.
goes.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that, though? Like, you're
I couldn't do it. I would have to go down and see her, or try to sneak out when he's like. I would make him yell at you in the kitchen and like try to sneak out. Although, or no, yeah, because if he was yelling at you in the kitchen, you can just go down those stairs and hopefully, if I was quiet, he wouldn't hear. I mean, I've never done that. I've never had to sneak out of your house. I think I was. It was.
Well,
you knew I was there.
I
every time.
usually had an open door policy. I just didn't want kids there when I wasn't there.
Right.
Yeah,
I was.
yeah.
Do you remember the one? You know what? That visitor that we were talking about, I don't think is going to be coming today. So we'll do that the next time around.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm going to give you two more quick stories of my childhood that is comparable to that. I'm not trying to be a one-upper, but it's just me and you over parallel.
fun.
It's just so funny. But where the hell was I at? There was a time. It was you guys were, I think. Dan, I don't know if you were part of this crew. Like
He was at Fudge showed up every once in a while at the end.
Yeah, but it was you. I think were a senior at that point, somewhere around a senior, and I don't know if it was a football party or something that I was doing.
Oh, we actually just talked about this on the podcast. I think.
Did you?
When you showed up to the party and dragged me, Matt, and Kyle out?
No.
Okay,
it was at Three Tansboro.
Oh, okay.
I made the kids wanted a drink, and I called every single one of the parents up, and I said, "Listen, do you want them drinking on the street, or do you want them to have a good time and watch the football game, and they could drink here, right?"
Yeah.
So I said, "The only thing is, I'll take care of your kids, but I'm going to make you sign a contract. Each one of these kids' parents sign a contract that if anything happens to them, I'm not responsible for them." Nice. Yeah, so I did that as a courtesy to you and your friends. I think I was a pretty cool dad.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I was a pretty cool dad. So anyway, I'm going to give you two grandma stories real quick, and we'll wrap it up.
Word.
So speaking about sneaking out, like I was always sneaking out of my house, right? Because my grandma used to have a fucking curfew. I was like 18 years old.
Grandma?
Yeah, Bahamas.
Ooh, yeah. I did get.
Yeah.
That wasn't the first time though.
Well, okay, but it was in Bahamas.
I definitely banged that chick in the arcade.
Yeah, dude, that was freaking hot.
Yeah.
Hubba. Speaking of the before I get to that story real quick, do you remember Keith's underage at this
You guys
point?
are ridiculous.
Grandma takes us to the Bahamas, right? So we're thinking we're going to paradise. Actually, the place that you stayed in, it was right next to that place.
Yeah.
So anyways, we get there, and there's no beach. It's like this man-made 5-foot long beach, right?
With a fucking wooden border around it.
Yeah, and there's a bridge there, and there's cable stuff. It was just unbelievable. So I said, "There's nothing here to
Like
do but
sea urchins like crawling at your feet. and
something
shit.
like that." It was
Something
a little weird. So
embarrassing.
Yeah. So anyway, what are we gonna do? We're gonna drink. So Keith at this point is
I
7.
was 18.
Maybe I was. No, you were 17. So we were with Uncle Paul.
because you were like, yeah, he's 18.
Yeah, you had to be 18 to drink there. So Keith's sitting on the bar getting hammered with Uncle Paul. Do you remember the broad? Here's the same broad. First of all, she's talking with a girlfriend. She's got a tube top on. She's like a double D, right?
Nice.
The tube top comes off. And of course, us guys are just like staring at her, not telling her the tube top came off. And eventually,
would we?
yeah, why would we? Eventually, she realized that it came off and she put it back on. But do you remember she got, I applaud this broad. She got so sick, she started puking outside the bar and then came back and started drinking again. Do you remember that?
She's looking for some dick, JB. And I'm guessing by the end of the story, she found it.
We got a lot of poon on that vacation.
Yeah, I disappeared at the night for almost every
Many
night.
occasions.
Grandma would be like, "We got to eat dinner together." And I got something to do.
The funny story is, so my original tattoo on my left arm
Yeah.
was the Ilsha martial arts that the school my mom ran. But it was based off a tattoo that we met on a kid there. It was literally the same thing, but green.
Oh.
I was like, dude, that tattoo's sick. Can I take a picture? And there's a picture of us. It's like you with your arm around his shoulder and his tattoo. I was like, yeah, cool. And that's just covered.
No kidding.
But anyway.
So that's the Bahamas. I got many. Oh my God, in the Bahamas. Oh yeah.
So who banged the double D tube top chick?
Nobody did, but it was great.
He was banging other broads. I was banging the other broads.
And Grandma paid for the whole trip.
I was banging some bro in the arcade. It was all great.
Yeah, in the arcade. And by the way, the arcade, there was no door. So the arcade,
I was in the back corner.
The arcade was about the size of this room. So I think didn't you tell me you did it on the pinball machine?
Fuck, I don't remember. I was just banging her in a corner. That's all I remember.
So anyway,
You remember her name?
No, why would you remember the name?
I know what they look like.
Because you're still beat off to it. We know.
So anyway, I'm around 16 years old, and my mother always had the curfew. Like, my mother was really cool. At 16 years old, I was allowed to have a 6-pack in the refrigerator at any time.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
So I had to hide mine in the. I had air conditioner, so you know they have those fucking sliding.
Right, those things.
You slide
right,
there
yeah.
to go to the window. I would have the beer on top of the air conditioner, and I would slide the door shut. And he'd come in like, "Oh, what's going on?" I'm like, "Yeah, nothing." And I have a bunch of natty ices on top of my air conditioner. I'd slide it open, pop it in.
Well, I started letting you drink around 16, right? 16, 17?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck at that point. So,
Better than heroin.
So, amen to that, brother.
Pay attention, parents.
Yeah, it's too late by
Amen
then.
to that. So, I'm 16 years old. And there's a freaking 10 o'clock curfew, and I'm like, all my guys want to hang out. They're like, "Come on, JB, we gotta go out. We gotta hang out." So I'm like, all right. I gotta wait for my mother to go to bed. So it was like around 11 o'clock. Graham was in bed. So I decided to sneak out. So we walk all the way to the Rivervale, right?
Right.
Which is about probably seriously 6 or 7 miles away. So
Damn.
we go to this. It's not there anymore, but it was a farm, and it had this little shack, and we would meet up with these two girls all the time. Me and this other guy. So I had pot with me. I didn't really smoke pot, but I always had it with me. I don't know why. So we're drinking, and all of a sudden,
Probably got you laid.
the broad's parents called the cops on us. The cops come and arrest me and this other guy, and these girls just basically were able to go walk home.
They fuck off.
And I'm
yeah.
like, wait a minute, why am I getting arrested? And what about these girls? They're like, well, you know, they're fine. They're gonna go home to their mother. So you're arresting me? I'll walk home. They're like, no, we're taking you down. So as the cop gets us into the car, they didn't handcuff us. I say to myself, oh my God, I got a dime bag of pot on me. So I'm trying to throw the fucking thing out.
Well, what year is this?
This is 1980.
And it's still legal.
Yeah.
All right,
It
anyway,
wasn't
keep going.
so I'm trying to, and the cop car, and I don't know, I was stoned and drunk out of my mind, I guess. I'm trying to, it's bulletproof vest. I can't, bulletproof. I can't get the thing out. And you can't get the thing to go. So anyway, the cops take us down, and my mother gets a phone call at 2 a.m. And the cop calls and says, Mrs. Bomma, we have your son, John, down in the precinct. Can you please come pick him up? She goes, my son, she thought it was my brother Ron, who was always getting into trouble, always getting arrested,
Gotcha.
always. So she said, my son John, he's sleeping in bed. He goes, the cop says, well, why don't you go check the bed and I'll hold. So she goes into the bedroom, and I got the pillows all propped up to make it look like I'm in there. And she turns the light on. What the fuck? Anyway, so she has to go down, and she picks me up at 2 a.m. because I snuck out of the freaking house and I got arrested. Thank God I didn't really get
I
into
can't believe
trouble.
you got 7 miles away before 2 a.m.
Well, it was like 11 o'clock, and then we walked. We were literally there only a half an hour, and the
Yeah.
girls, snuck in. So anyway, I got so shit-faced hammered one night. I was probably around 16 years old. My drug of choice basically was, mescaline back in the day. So, but at this time, I decided I'm going to do Quaaludes. Do you guys know what Quaaludes are?
I do know what they
Yeah,
are, and they don't exist anymore.
They
so
don't
it's
exist
probably
anymore.
a good thing.
So I was taking the Quaaludes.
They sound awesome.
And so my thing was
They're like fucking take a Percocets, right?
something like that.
You like lose your mind, dude. You're
Yeah.
like your life's
Yeah.
slow mo, dude. Watch Wolf of Wall Street. You'll know exactly.
I
what a
remember
fucking
always
Quaalude
sunny in
is.
Philadelphia. He's like, "Do you guys make Quaaludes? You have any Quaaludes?" And he's like, "They don't make those anymore."
Yeah, when Frank's all fucked up. Yeah, they don't make it anymore. They were a really fucked up drug, and I think everybody kept abusing them, and that's why they stopped.
So I
think.
drank. I had the Quaaludes, and I'm like, because I thought that I said to my Keith Moon, the drummer of the Who, basically had the same attitude Keith and I did, because there was one point where he was drinking. They're like, dude, you're drinking too much, and he's like, you guys, and they gave him some pills, and they're like, no, only take one pill. He goes, I'm Keith Moon, for God's sake, give me 5. He pops 5. The next thing you know, he drives his Rolls Royce into his pool, and they had to get the thing out, so he survived that. So anyway, I take 2 or 3 Quaaludes, and they're like, John, you're not supposed to drink that. I'm like, I won't. I had 2. They called Tall Boys Schmidt's Tall Boys. Is what I was drinking back in
Schmitz.
Schmidt's Tall Boys.
You already know that shit tastes
Yeah, but
like
back
shit.
in the day, that was cheap, right? So I got 2 things, and Southern
Natty
Comfort,
Ice Bush.
Southern Comfort was my thing. So I'd be sipping Southern Comfort, and I was all of a sudden I fall off the deck, and it's fucking raining out, right? And I'm just barely breathing because it's like in Riggs, like when he's fighting that guy.
Yeah.
Get that shit off my lawn. Anyway, so I'm in the water and I'm almost passing out, and thank God one of my friends said, "Dude, he's fucked up." So they kind of sober me up, and I get home, and I was probably still early. I get home by 11 o'clock, so grandma's sleeping. I wake up. Now, mind you, my mother is a clean freak. All right, everything is immaculate. Nothing is out of place. She knows if the slightest thing is out of place. She was so anal, she would clean the inside of the phone back when there was phones on the wall. My mother decides to carpet my whole bedroom, right? She's got brand new carpet in the bedroom. Decides to put carpet in the closet because that's how she rolls. She did it all the way through the closet. I wake up from this Quaalude-induced drinking thing with Southern Comfort, not knowing where I am. I open the closet door thinking it's the bathroom.
Oh,
I piss all over the new carpet, not only in the closet, but the new carpet by the side of the bed. So my mother comes in, she's up the crack of dawn, and we had to get out of the house. Like at Saturdays, our sleeping date, we got to sleep into 7. That was it. You were on the street by 8. So she walks in, she's like, John, you got to get up. You know, she's in a good mood. John, you got to get up. I'm like, oh, Ma. She goes, John, I don't care how much you were drinking last night. You got to get up. All of a sudden, she walks and the carpet, and it's
makes that noise.
She wants to go. She goes to open the windows to get the cold air to get me out of bed.
Yeah.
She walks on the piss on the brand new carpet, and she's like, "What the fuck?" She fucking flipped out. I got my clothes on and I ran out the house. She told me that she had to clean the whole fucking carpet. Back then, they didn't have carpet cleaners. You know, the steam things. So I pissed all over the fucking brand new carpet. So
That's awesome.
I also was very, very bad.
It happens.
But it was funny. We'd laugh about it now. When we're hanging out with Grandma, we laugh about all this nonsense that goes on. So you guys play a song now? Is that what you do?
Well, are we? Where are we at?
3 hours and about to be 9 minutes.
Yeah, all right. I guess we'll end it.
Yeah, because I gotta.
Think your dad can do a
Can you do a
I'm not good at it. That's why that other person didn't show up today, because I tried it and I just ruined my voice. I wouldn't have been able to sing like that. We'll do it the next time, but I'll come in early on.
Stage 2.
Stage 2. All right, hit it. So in other words, I get to.
whatever you want?
So you're gonna play your music and I'm just gonna sing.
Well,
to it.
we're gonna end the podcast.
Okay.
And then he's gonna cut it and put the song on. And
I play the theme song a couple times. I mute the vocals in it, and then
Okay.
you just say and do literally whatever you want, and I'm gonna edit it all together and just make it like random.
How
and
long does it
jumbled.
go for?
Like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
All right,
It's
cool.
nothing. I literally play for you a couple times. You get the gist of it, and you just start.
All right.
Some people don't even like do it. They just literally say random word. Like they just say random shit, and that's it.
Okay.
So you can literally do whatever the fuck you want, but.
All right, well, thank you guys for allowing me to be on your podcast. This is so fantastic. Hope
I had a
didn't-
great time today, man.
Hope I didn't bore you too much, but there's many, many, many other stories that we will go through that I
Yeah.
have not even brought up.
You'll have to come on like a lot sooner than a normal like.
Well,
Yeah.
you're gonna come out
We're-
with Scotty Mac. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we should do Scotty Mac. Scotty Mac has so many freaking stories, Sparta stories, and Crow stories that I almost roll over. He's fantastic. You're gonna love bringing him on.
Can't wait, man.
But I want to definitely come in solo because I definitely.
Remember to text me his number. I'll text.
I
him.
definitely will, and it's got to be a Saturday night, man. So I don't have to go to work the next day. Do you guys do
Saturday night is
We
normally.
always, yeah, it's normally when
Okay,
we do
so
it.
we'll do a Saturday night podcast.
We doubled up because I got on call. It was supposed to be this week coming
Okay.
up, but now it's next week. That's the only reason why we doubled up. We almost never do Sundays. It's usually always Saturday night. That's the podcast night.
All right. So anyway, so I just want to say thanks for coming on here, and
Dude, you're welcome back anytime.
love you guys with all my heart. My 2 sons, son number 1, son number 2,
They named me number 2.
2. Anyway, God bless everybody.
Do we still do
was-
an ending?
Well, no, yeah, I
What?
thought you were gonna come in, but I guess you're kind of drunk, huh?
Oh yeah, I'm fucking hammered.
Hey, DJ.
Slip.
Spin it, cunt.
Oh, shots for life! Yo, what's up, bitch? Hanging out with the boys, if you know what I mean. Shots for life! Shots for life. Douche, cunt, douche, cunt, douche! Cunt! Yeah! Shots for life! What's up, douche? Word out, bitch. See ya, douche.